teams with the greatest opportunity for success. That community is Seminole Boosters. Seminole Boosters is the largest source of funding for Florida State athletics and serves as the difference maker for our athletic program. You can join the team behind the team for only $5 per month. Learn more or join today at SeminoleBoosters.com. That's SeminoleBoosters.com.
Carver's is the place for all your high-volume commercial business needs. From tablecloths to corporate clothing, we specialize in bulk orders of 300 pieces or more. This is why the Knowles have partnered with Carver's Discount Cleaners. Our team of trained professionals will get the job done right. Contact us at midtowndrycleaning@gmail.com or stop in for a visit at our Midtown location, 1215 North Monroe Street. Carver's Cleaners, mean on stains, green on earth.
At TOC, our physicians are fellowship-trained and board-certified specialists with the most advanced training in the region. Our mission is to provide the highest level of care for sports medicine, joint replacement, pain management, foot and ankle, hand and wrist, spine, trauma, pediatrics, and non-surgical medicine. Every specialty, every treatment option. TOC, only experts. Learn more at teamtoc.com.
In the corner, Wiggins, one dribble, three ball, got it! Chauncey Wiggins from way downtown. Somerville to Maluk, fills it up and in. Steal by Miles. Look out, Papa play. Hey! A dunk by Cam Miles.
On the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital, this is Florida State basketball. Today's game is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. By Tico People's Gas, delivering natural gas that helps you save energy and earn cash back. Learn more at peoplesgas.com. By Barano Heating and Air Conditioning. Schedule an appointment today at baranoac.com. And by the Florida Department of Transportation, reminding you fans don't let fans drive drunk, drive sober, or get pulled over. Now, let's go courtside with the call of the game. Here's the voice of the Seminoles, Jeff Culhane.
And Florida State basketball presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of the Knowles. Welcome back in Amara Bank Arena here in Sunrise, the Orange Bowl Basketball Classic. It's Florida State and UMass. The Knowles and the Minutemen, 10th meeting all time. In the third meeting here in Sunrise, Florida State beat up UMass last year at the Mohegan Sun, 92-59. The starters in this game, first for the Knowles, Martin Somerville, the 6'3 sophomore out of Bowie, Maryland. Robert McCray, the 5th, the 6'4 senior out of Columbia, South Carolina, leading scorer at 14.1 points per game, 6.8 assists per game, is 4th best in all of college basketball. Chauncey Wiggins, the 6'10 senior out of Atlanta, Georgia, 13.6 points, 5.5 rebounds per game. LeJay Jones, 6'7 senior from Neptune Beach, 12.7 points per game, 23s on the season. And Alir Maluk will make his second start of the year and the 4th of his career in an FSU uniform, 6'11 sophomore out of Baldwin, Pennsylvania. The Knowles, head coach by Luke Laux, assisted by Jim Moran, Michael Fly, our general manager, Derwin Kitchen, Gerald Gillian, and Chris Kent. UMass, they will start Danny Carbuccia, 5'11 freshman from White Plains, New York. Daniel Hawkins Sanford, the 6'8 senior from Charlotte, North Carolina. Leonardo Pettiol, the 6'9 graduate student from Italy at 16 points, 8 rebounds a game. Jaden Jingay, the 6'4 junior out of Air, Massachusetts, 6 points, 7 rebounds a night. And Marcus Banks Jr., he is their scorer. He lets it fly. 6'3 grad student from Hampton, Virginia, 18.4 points per game. Leads the MAC with 35 threes made on the season. UMass is head coached by Frank Martin in his 4th year, 19th year overall as a head coach in Division I college basketball. Before we continue on, let us pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Seminole Basketball from Legends Global. Jeff Culhane, Aria Masudi courtside at Amara Bank Arena here at Sunrise. Aria, how do we get it done today? Let's get back on the winning train. Our keys to success brought to you by Scott & Wallace. How do we do it, my friend?
I think defensively we've got to be able to disrupt. Florida State top 5 in the country in forcing turnovers. UMass really turns the ball over. And, Jeff, they struggle in transition. So that's one area I think Florida State's going to find a lot of opportunity, space, open shots, is create turnovers, get to the fast break, and hit your shots in transition against a team that struggles against it. It's a UMass team that also attacks the rim, right? They get a lot of second chance points. You've got to be able to rebound the ball. Did a nice job against Houston. Can we go 2 for 2 in a row, doing a nice job on the glass? And I think offensively, man, it's as simple as you got to hit your shots.
Yeah.
You got to be able to create some penetration, collapse the defense, kick out. We've had a lot of good looks of late. I'd like to see us find a way to knock down some of these threes and find a way to get back to the winning ways.
23 second chance points in their win over Boston College on Wednesday night. And UMass, they've won 4 in a row for the first time in 2 years. Scott & Wallace, keys to success. Scott & Wallace, the official injury lawyers of Florida State Athletics. Scott & Wallace with offices in Tallahassee. Our officials, Lee Cassell, Sean Hull, and Isaac Barnett. As for Lee, this will be his 6th game in 7 days. Sean and Isaac, well rested. They haven't worked a game in a week. How often do you see that?
Man.
But this time of year with finals, not as many games to work. That's for sure. Some of these teams haven't played since last Saturday. All right, here we go. Great to be back in South Florida. The Seminoles back in Sunrise. The ball in the air. Tap is knocked out of bounds. Near sideline by Alir Malouk. It'll be UMass ball. As UMass in the white uniforms, white tops, white shorts, Massachusetts across the chest in maroon numerals, and maroon and black trim. And it's the Nike N7 turquoise uniforms for the Noles today, honoring Seminole heritage. And away from the ball, we have already an issue at the shot clock. Yeah, it should be at 30, boys. We'll get that figured out.
The math ain't mathin', huh?
No, it's not.
7 seconds have come off the clock, but 10 seconds off the shot clock.
I'm not good with live math on the air, but that ain't clicking. So the turquoise tops and shorts, garnet and gold, stripes down the sides, Seminoles across the chest in gold, trimmed in garnet. And you also have the garnet numerals trimmed in gold as well. The Noles are running and jumping, and the ball is tapped away. Bettiol double team in the near corner by Somerville and Wiggins out of bounds. It'll stay with UMass. All right, Jingay looking to inbound, throws it away. Ball loose. Jingay somehow runs it down to Bettiol. Bettiol's fouled on the way up by LeJay Jones. So Luke Lauk electing, saying, hey, let's go after him and speed him up early, and the Noles flying around the floor. Somehow the loose ball bounces the way of the Minutemen.
And they're going to give that foul, like you said, to Jones. Got to be careful there. It is a UMass team that gets to the line. A decent clip on the year.
Free throw by Bettiol, no good. And Leonardo Bettiol, a 69% free throw shooter. By the way, Alir Malouk did win our Averge tip-off, tapping it out of bounds. Unfortunately, it went the way of the Minutemen. Averge, the official electrification and renewable energy partner of Florida State Athletics, and Bettiol misses them both. UMass is not a good free throw shooting team. 64% as a squad. That's 335th of 361 in college basketball. Man-to-man defensively, the Minutemen. Jones off a curl. McCray, a long triple. That's off, no good. Over the top of the backboard, out of bounds, and back to UMass. Well, as we know, the Noles will let them fly. You tell me last night in the hotel room, are we 8th most in the country letting them fly? Is that right?
Yeah, 8th in the country in three-point attempts. Haven't made a ton of them over the last 3 or 4 games, but you hope that changes today.
Yeah, over the last 3 games, Florida State just 26% from 3. UMass breaks the press, down the floor, Banks, 3-ball money. That's the guy you can't let get hot. Marcus Banks, 18 tonight, his 36th 3 of the year, tops in the MAC. Driving is McCray, back out Jones, top of the key, 3, coming short, no good. Rebound, knocked around, ball loose, Malouk has it, in traffic, misses the bunny, no good. It's out of bounds, off of Malouk and back to UMass. That was something yesterday. Luke Lauk's in practice with Alir Malouk said, Alir, when you're that close to the rim, go up and dunk the thing. Couldn't finish that time. Full court pressure by the Noles. Middle of the floor. Now over to Hankins Sanford. Again, Banks near corner. Hankins Sanford. Here is Carbuccia. Down low, Bettiol going to work on Wiggins. Left block area. Backing in with the right. Backing in a double team. Needs some help. Steps through. Lays it up and in. And a 5-0 start for UMass here early on in Sunrise.
Yeah, Banks and Bettiol are the two, right, on their team that score a majority of their points. Florida State's got to be able to key in on those guys.
They jump McCray. He falls down. He turns it over near the timeline. 2-on-1. Banks a long step back triple. He got it. And an 8-0 start for UMass here at Amerant Bank Arena. I wonder if they'll take a look at that. His foot was nearly near the three-point line for a 2. Maluk in the air, out to Wiggins, now to Somerville. Martin on the drive, kicks out right wing, Wiggins 3, ring it up. Chauncey Wiggins from downtown, 19-3 of the season. All threes brought to you by Scott & Wallace, the official injury lawyers of Florida State Athletics. Scott & Wallace with offices in Tallahassee. Bettiol in traffic, tied up by LeJay Jones underneath. Yep, a jump ball, and he and Jones get a little bit tangled up. The arrow points at Florida State.
I like that from Florida State defensively there. They're going to blitz Bettiol, I think, as many times as he gets the ball in the paint. You want to do it without fouling, Jeff, and be able to swarm him. And you saw when you didn't, he was able to convert on the shot earlier, but right there you forced the turnover.
8-3 early. UMass leading the Noles. Top of the key, Maluk. Handoff. McCray, nice pass on Lear, lays it up and in with the right hand. That's what McCray does so well.
They got Bettiol in a drop coverage there in no man's land, trying to figure out to guard McCray or Maluk, and a terrific feed from McCray.
That's our Tico People's Gas high-efficiency play of the game, delivering natural gas that helps you save energy and earn cash back. Learn more at peoplesgas.com. Great find by McCray. His assist rate, 46%. That's 4th best in all of college basketball. 5 to shoot for UMass. They double-team Carbuccia. Swings it over Hankins Stanford. 2, 1. Banks a desperation 3. Got it.
Oh, man.
And you do not want to let this guy get rolling. He made 6 triples and scored 29 against Boston College on Wednesday night. Down the floor, a foul as Jones gets banged into by Chingay. Catching a pass along the baseline. And Marcus Banks Jr. can be a problem. That's one way UMass can beat us if he gets hot.
He has launched coming in 88 threes on the year, right? Top 10 in the country in that market. It's about 40% of them. The last few games we've seen that, right? Dominguez for Texas A&M, Emmanuel Sharp for Houston. They've gotten hot.
McCray thought about the corner 3. They closed out in a hurry. Now he drives the right baseline. Nice pass. Maluk again had it knocked away. Runs it down. Left block area. Throws it out to Somerville. A long right wing 3. Ring it up. Somerville from way downtown, and a great find by Maluk.
Terrific find from Maluk. Knowles now hitting last couple of shots, hitting their last 3, and 2 from beyond the arc.
All threes brought to you by Scott & Wallace, the official injury lawyers of Florida State Athletics. Betty all around Maluk, and it's stripped away from behind, but a foul on Alear on the reach. And so Maluk going to pick up the foul. That's his first. Knowles, as Aria said, have made their last 3. KJ Parker in. 6'2 junior out of Lakeland. And Carbuccia out. Parker started his career at FAMU 2 years ago in Tallahassee, at Florida Southwestern last year. 10 newcomers on this squad for Frank Martin. Pass deflected out to Banks left wing, and now we have a foul, or he stepped on the sideline? No. McCray picks up a cheapie. Getting tangled up with Banks, and so Robert McCray, the 5th, picks up a foul. Just his first, but we've seen McCray get in foul trouble. Want to stay away from that.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
1-3-1 deep, out of bounds defense. Minutemen getting inside, right baseline. Hankins Sanford on the attack, rises up in the middle of the lane, shot no good. Rebound run down, Hankins Sanford in the painted area, throws it up off the window with the left hand and in. Daniel Hankins Sanford, 5.5 rebounds a day.
They do rebound the ball well on the offensive glass.
Jones all the way to the rack with a 2-hand hammer. That wakes up everybody. Hello, Sunrise.
Love that. Aggressive right to the rack for Jones, finishing with authority.
A rim ripper. Now Parker picks up his dribble right corner, in trouble, and 5-second call, says Lee Cassell. And the Noles picking it up defensively on this end after a hot shooting start by UMass. And a timeout on the floor with 15:44 remaining early on here in Sunrise. The Minutemen lead 13-10. You're listening to the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital and the FSU Game Day app.
R.J. Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, and managed IT and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through bundling services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization. Schedule your free consultation now at rjyoung.com/FSU.
Game day is full of big calls, but none bigger than choosing to drive sober. If you've been drinking, don't get behind the wheel. Call a ride, call a friend, or call it a night. In Florida, nearly 1 in 5 crashes with an impaired driver results in a fatality. Drunk driving is a personal foul with lifelong consequences. Make the right call. Drive sober, arrive alive. Go Noles. A message brought to you by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles.
At ViStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring Florida State fans better banking. Open a ViStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. All for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of ViStar's local branches or visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles!
Hey, fellow Floridians, we're the Wobbles!
We're retirees with 5 grandkids.
And huge fans of natural gas. When the kiddos visit from Ohio, we go through towels like pool water. That's why we love our natural gas dryer. It dries in a jiff.
So we use less energy and save money, too.
Yep.
Now earn up to a $300 cashback rebate when you install a new energy-efficient natural gas dryer. To learn more, go to peoplesgas.com/rebates.
This is Florida State basketball on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
Hey, did you know that FSU Athletics is self-supported, is not funded by tax dollars? We rely on fans to join Seminole boosters so the teams, all teams, have the best chance to succeed on and off the court. Membership starts at $5 per month. It comes with great benefits. Go online to SeminoleBoosters.com to learn more. And for over 20 years, Oxford Advisory Group has specialized in strategic planning to assist clients in navigating their retirement years. Their tax-efficient asset planning keeps you in the game for years to come. Oxford Advisory Group, a proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Find out more at OxfordAdvisoryGroup.com. Aria, we've been with the team the last couple of days. And LeJay Jones, listening to the head coach, some coaching moments earlier this week in practice.
Yeah, on the last drive, I noticed he went right to the rim, no hesitation, finished strong with 2 hands. We were at practice a couple days ago, and Luke Laux stopped practice and said, if you have your defender on his back heel, I don't want to see you guys hesitate and move the ball around the horn. I want you to take him right to the rack. And I think LeJay that time did that against the UMass defense.
McCray nearly a travel, got tangled up. A 3-ball attempt by Wiggins, no good. Tap try out to rebound it to his teammates, no good. UMass the other way. Parker will launch a corner triple. That's good. KJ Parker from downtown is 19-3 of the year. He can make them, shoots 40% from 3. McCray, bully ball to the rack off the window with the right-handed in. We got pace today, don't we?
Sure do. 2 teams in the top 20 in average tempo.
Driving, Jingay, bounce pass, Hankins Sanford missed the bunny, but he got his offensive rebound. Now out to Bang, shot clock back to 20. Parker off his last made 3, pull-up baseline jumper, that's good. And KJ Parker has made 5 in a row for UMass.
UMass is 7 of 9 from the floor.
Basong to the rack, he lays it up and in. It's a track meet right now in Sunrise. Now the other way, Parker, lob, Hankins Sanford couldn't handle it, saved by McCray into Swinton. Also Kobe McGee checked into the timeout for Luke Laux. Now McCray with it on the bounce, rises for a 3, no good, way off. I don't think that's the shot that Luke Laux wants to see. And Rob thought he got fouled, knocked to the floor, no call. Dimitri Clerk, the 6'10", 255-pound junior out of Switzerland checks in for Frank Martin. Also should be noted, FSU great Doug Edwards is on the staff for Frank Martin in his 4th season. He's the director of player development. One of the all-time greats. Never wear the Florida State Hoops uniform. Banks off a screen, a long 2-ball on the way. Shorted it, no good. Clerk offensive rebound. Back out Hank and Sanford. We're getting killed in the glass here early on.
Yeah, it's 3 offensive rebounds already.
Parker, the fake pass and the attack floater on the way. Missed it, no good. Rebound. Battling Swinton, knocked over to Kobe McGee. Now Swinton down the floor to Basong. Basong slows it up. Back to AJ. AJ turns the corner. Top of the key, jumper on the way. That's no good. Rebound now, Hank and Sanford. And Daniel Hank and Sanford had 13 boards versus Florida State a season ago. He's on the glass early. Dribbling right wing Parker on the bounce between the legs. Guarded by Basong. Top of the key now to Wembley, who was a Florida State commit last year. Hank and Sanford, the spin, the finger roll with English off the rim, no good. It hung on the rim, taking its time whether to decide to go in or out. Now Basong a transition three, that's no good. And Hank and Sanford another rebound.
That's not a good shot choice from Florida State there.
Parker the cross, the drive, the kick. Banks an open corner triple, got it. And this Banks kid is cooking early, ladies and gentlemen. His third three of the game already. Check that, 4-3 for Banks. He has 12. And it's a 7-point UMass lead, 21-14.
You got to run him off the line.
Now a blocking foul called on Parker on the hip of McCray. His first, team number 2. Alex Steen back in the game off of that lower leg injury a week ago. He missed the Houston game. Somerville back in. McCray and Wiggins are out.
Yeah, Jeff, I'm looking at some notes here from the coaching staff, and you got to run Marcus Banks off the line. That's highlighted in bold.
Yeah.
He's already got 4 threes.
Not good.
No.
He's made 10 threes in his last 3 halves of basketball. Swinton a great look at a left wing triple. Ring it up. AJ from way downtown, his third 3 of the year. Not known for making those, but that was pure.
Much better shot choice, too, from him, right? That time than the one before where he took a long 2 that was contested.
21-17 UMass, 12:30 left first half. Pass to Dwayne Wembley Jr. out of Fort Lauderdale. Carbuccia back in on the bounce, crossing, driving, backdoor cut, Bettio, reverse layup, missed it, no good. Swinton the rebound. Now let Basong pass to Somerville, nearly taken away by Carbuccia. McGee driving the baseline. Now whips it in the corner, cross court. Basong, Swinton an NBA 3. Air ball, no good. And out of bounds, back to UMass.
AJ never had the ball, really. He was struggling just to catch it clean.
And he had time, too. Didn't need to rush it.
I think at times this team under Luke Laux, they want to shoot the ball quick, right, and early in possessions, but you want to make sure it's a good shot off a good ball movement.
Pressure by the Noles. Wembley still not across. Barely beat the 10-second call. And Clerk gets it down low. Foul, puts it up and in. Swinton gets hit hard as he tried to slow down the big man, Dimitri Clerk. 6'10", 255 pounds. You're giving up a lot of size to him. And Clerk muscled through the contact and laid it in. A chance at a three-point play when we come back. 11:55 remains early on first half. UMass has led the entire way early, up 23-17. We are back after this timeout.
For decades, FSU basketball fans have counted on the Noles to work hard and carry on a proud tradition. Coach Luke Laux, thank you for carrying that legacy forward. With 3 generations in the air conditioning business, Barano Heating and Air Conditioning has brought the same dedication to every home we service. Whether on the court or in your home, being part of a proud tradition means something. No matter the season, we'll always be there for you. Schedule your appointment at baranoac.com or call 850-580-4029. Florida license number CAC 1816186.
The warm Florida summer is officially over and the chilly air is here to stay. It's time to cozy up by the fire with family and friends. Just make sure that pesky pests like roaches, ants, and rodents aren't trying to join in on the winter fun. This is the time of the year when pests and wildlife intruders start seeking food and shelter inside your home or business as the temperature drops. Luckily, you can trust the pest control experts at Arrow Exterminators, proud partner of the Florida State Seminoles, to keep your home or business pest-free inside and out. Schedule a free pest inspection today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Behind the scenes of Seminole Athletics, there is a community of supporters who pledge their personal resources to provide all teams with the greatest opportunity for success. That community is Seminole Boosters. Seminole Boosters is the largest source of funding for Florida State athletics and serves as the difference maker for our athletic program. You can join the team behind the team for only $5 per month. Learn more or join today at SeminoleBoosters.com. That's SeminoleBoosters.com.
Here's the deal. we gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Everge is fueling the future as Florida State Athletics, the electrification and renewables partner. Everge, building a cleaner, brighter tomorrow with sustainable energy and smarter EV. When you cheer for the Garnet and Gold, know Everge is on the court with you, fueling the future of energy. Everge, powering progress, powering the Knolls. Visit everge.com/FSU. And victories happen here at Wolfson Children's Hospital. Always here. Wolfson Children's, proud to be the official children's hospital of Florida State Athletics. Well, if you're UMass, this is the start you asked for. They have led the entire way, and they've gotten their best player, Marcus Banks, going early. 4 threes already for Banks, 12 points. And they lead by 6, 23-17.
Jeff, an early look at this box score. UMass is 5 of 6 from beyond the yard.
Yeah.
9 of 15 from the floor. It's not a good offense on the year. They've had a lot of easy looks, and that's been an issue so far for Florida State. I wonder if we'll go to zone. Against Houston, I thought the zone allowed us to stay in front defensively and not let their ball handlers get by us. That might be something, and it helped us rebound the ball a little bit better, too.
And Clerk makes the free throw. 3-point play, Dimitri Clerk. 24-17 UMass. Here's a 1-2-2 full court trapping defense by UMass. Over the top far side, Somerville back to Cam Miles, who just checked in for the first time. Freshman from Chicago in the corner. Now they fall into a 2-3 zone. Jones, left wing, 3-ball on the way. Rolls out, no good. And the rebound to Bettiol.
It's good to see Alex Steen back in there, too, for Florida State after missing the last one.
Carbuccia pass inside. Clerk knocked away by Steen. It's out of bounds. Good hustle by Steen on the deck. And that's what Alex Steen gives you. A great hustle. Knocks it away. He is pesky.
Yeah, he's top 5 in the country in offensive rebound rate. One of the best rebounders so far in the early part of the season. Mr. Hustle it is.
Carbuccia to inbound. Looking, bounce pass into Clerk in traffic. Lost it, got it back, steps through. Blocked by Jones from behind. Ball loose, Steen on the floor again. Surprise, surprise. Swinton on the floor, knocked away out of bounds, far side. Florida State ball. Great hustle by the boys in turquoise today.
Yeah, it's like you said, right? Steen willing to hit the deck at all times. He is Mr. Hustle. Good effort there defensively from Florida State.
As we approach 11 minutes to play first half, 24-17 UMass. Trapping defense. Steen left wing, kicks along the baseline. Swinton missed the dunk, but he's fouled by Bettiol. Going up high, trying to throw it down hard.
Nice feed there from Steen as well on the weak side to find Swinton. Would have loved to see him finish that. He had the advantage there in the positioning, but he does get the 2 free throws.
First foul on Bettiol, team number 4 on UMass. Correct myself, 3rd team foul on the Minutemen. 7-3 on the year. Here's Swinton at the line to shoot 2. And the first one, money. Here comes Maluk in, and Wiggins will enter again if AJ makes the free throw. Hank and Sanford back in. Knowles have made 3 threes. One of those by Martin Somerville earlier on. That's now 38 straight games with a made 3 by Somerville. And Swinton makes a second one. He'll exit. Wiggins in.
Yeah, good couple minutes for Swinton here early in this game, right? He's injected some energy coming off the bench for FSU.
Huge athlete. Huge, big, bouncy, and hoppy. 11 minutes to go first half. 24-19. UMass with the lead. Carbuccia hounded by Miles. Now to Parker. Here's Clerk. Clerk with it. Hands off to Wembley. Knowles are running, jumping, trapping. Wembley back out to Parker. 8 to shoot. Rises left wing 3-ball. Money. Wow, they are feeling it from 3 today. 6 of 7 from downtown.
Yeah, defensively there too, Jeff. That wasn't anything we could have done.
And a bad pass near the timeline. Jones couldn't handle it. Wembley missed the bunny. Carbucci the rebound, ripped away by Somerville. We have a foul called. A turnover that could have been disastrous. Give the Noles credit. Jones hustled back. Somerville fighting for the basketball.
Yeah, there was a lot to try and digest there. I couldn't tell if Jones thought he was going to get a backcourt violation or not, but he just kind of quit going for the ball, which allowed Wembley to pick it up. Like he said, he got back.
27-19, top of the key, Miles. Great look at a three, no good. And the rebound again, Hankin Sanford. He's got 5 boards already. He brings it across the timeline. Somerville hounding him. Over to Carbuccia. 27-19 UMass as we approach the turn here in the first half. 10 minutes to play in Sunrise early on. Carbuccia, hand off to Parker. Top of the key, Clark. Right wing now over to Chingay. Down low, Hankin Sanford. 7 to shoot. Backing it on Wiggins. Middle of the lane. 4, 3. Carbuccia on the attack. Baseline jumper. No good. Up the window. Rebound tapped out though. UMass. Parker a right wing 3. That's good. Second chance points, 7 of them now for UMass.
That can't happen, man. He had 2 guys with good position to rebound. Jumped early, didn't come down with it.
KJ Parker already with 11 early on. Wiggins a corner triple is no good. The rebound bouncing around. Maluk hustling after it near side, but it's out of bounds off of Florida State. And UMass is just in fuego. 7 of 8 from 3 early on. All from Banks and Parker. And KJ Parker, he averages 10.6 a game. He's got 11 in the first 10 minutes today. And now double figure scoring 7 times this season for KJ Parker. 30-19, largest lead of the afternoon for UMass. Carbuccia trying to turn the corner, right baseline. Inside, Domachevich no good. Rebound Jones and a jump ball to calls. He's timed up. Tied up by Luka Damjanec, and the arrow points at UMass.
Man.
Not getting the bounces to go our way in this one. Baseline out of bounds, Carbuccia. Looking inside Damjanec. That's out of bounds off of Florida State. And Bettiol going to enter. And I think Damjanec is going to leave. He just came in. That's a quick yank by Frank Martin, and he is getting after his 6'10 sophomore from Vienna, Austria, Luka Damjanec. That Frank Martin scowl, world famous. UMass still trying to get this ball in bounds. Jingay looking, bounce pass inside. Hankin Sanford got a layup. He sealed off Maluk, and everything is working for the Minutemen offensively right now.
Yeah, you're in danger zone. I think if you're Florida State, you need to run of your own here in the next couple minutes.
McCray bumped into by Jingay on the attack and a foul. That'll be his second, team number 5. 8-0 run by UMass. We are one of our last 8 from the field. 32-19 the score. Here comes Sean Muhammad in for the first time, playing against his old team. Played for UMass a year ago. In for Alir Maluk, excuse me. Muhammad played 31 games for the Minutemen last year. And 64% from the field. See if he can help out against his former team. Miles will inbound, fires out far side. McCray, now Jones, zone defense by UMass. McCray attacking, lob, Muhammad. There you go with a 2-hand hammer.
That's well done by McCray, gets into the teeth of that zone. And at that point, it's a numbers advantage for Florida State. Muhammad, he's done a nice job on lobs and finishing on alley-oops this season.
3rd assist of the game for McCray. Ends an 8-0 run, 32-21 UMass. 8:25 to play first half. Carbuccia driving, cut off by McCray. Back out, Banks the up fake. Banks crossing, Banks floater. Blocked by Muhammad, but that's goaltending. Easy to call. Everybody in the arena knew what that was. And Marcus Banks has 14 points. Banks and Parker combined have 25 together.
I think the brutal part of that, I don't think that was going in. That one seems short.
Miles attacking, kicks it over to Muhammad, left block area. Lobs it out near the timeline, out to McCray. 8 minutes to play first half. 34-21. Whips it in the corner. Miles, a three. Ring it up. Cam Miles, his 8th three of the year, as all threes are brought to you by Scott & Walsh, the official injury lawyers of Florida State Athletics. 34-24. That's what Florida State can do. Those threes start going in. Leads evaporate.
Need more of that.
Bettiol in the middle of the paint. Pull-up jumper, no good by Wembley. Rebound Jones, pushing the pace. Jones going all the way to the rack. Whistles, foul on the floor. Called on Carbuccia. Danny Carbuccia, the 5'11 guard out of White Plains, New York, has whistled for his first in team number 6, Florida State ball when we come back. 7:33 to play, first half. UMass hot early, leading Florida State 34-24. You're listening to the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital and the FSU Game Day app.
What's Here is a place that generations have trusted to help their kids grow up healthy and strong. What's Here are caregivers with knowledge and expertise rivaling any children's hospital in the world. What's Here is a level 1 pediatric trauma center for critical, life-saving care. What's Here is Wolfson Children's Hospital with the technology, research, and dedication to save and change countless young lives. Wolfson Children's, always here. Visit wolfsonchildrens.com.
Are you ready for the ultimate game day experience? Look no further than Sunstop Stores. Sunstop dishes out the perfect game day assist with the best fresh-made Southern food from our Eats Deli. While you're here, grab snacks, beer, or fuel to keep you going. It's a slam dunk every time at Sunstop. Join our rewards program to rack up points with every purchase and use the points to save money on fuel. Add our Sunny Saver payment card and save even more on every fuel purchase. Sunstop Convenience Stores. We're from here. Go Noles!
Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial banks.
You are listening to Florida State basketball on the Seminole Sports Network. Presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
Hey, Seminole fans, when you can't make it to the game, don't worry. Join the official FSU watch party at American Social Bar and Kitchen with locations in Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, and Orlando. It's the ultimate spot to catch every play. Find out more at AmericanSocialBar.com. And Florida State basketball brought to you by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of FSU Athletics. 7:33 to go, first half here in Sunrise. Orange Bowl Basketball Classic, UMass leading Florida State 34-24. Ari, you see the stat sheet? What are some of the numbers that jump off at you right now off the page, my friend?
Yeah, I think for UMass, they're 7 of 8 from beyond the arc. They have 21 points from 3. It's not a good three-point shooting team. It's not a good offensive team, but they have 34 points in this first half. I think for Florida State, just 4 of 13 from beyond the arc. Got to make a few more of these. They've had some good looks.
Yes.
And you want to see some of these guys knock them down. So you got a big final 7:33, I think, of this first half to try and get back into this game.
No doubt. And you got Marcus Banks with 14 on 4 of 5 from 3. KJ Parker 11, 3 of 3 from 3. Going to work. McCray whips it out near the timeline to LeJay Jones. And hands back off to McCray. Swinton leads the way with 5 points in 5 minutes for Florida State. Zone defense by UMass. McCray driving down the paint, had it knocked away from behind. It's out of bounds along the baseline. Florida State ball with 11 to shoot. UMass has led the entire way, led by as many as 13 in this contest. Baseline out of bounds. McCray now into Jones. 10 to shoot. Right corner. One dribble, step back 3, shorted it, no good. Bettiol the rebound.
Just not a good shot. No one else touched the ball. other than Jones there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And away from the ball underneath the hoop, a whistle and a foul called on Muhammad, battling Clerk. So Muhammad called for the foul.
Yeah, foul there on Muhammad. Jeff, the thing is, too, offensively, not a ton of guys that are good one-on-one players, right, that are their best attributes are being able to shoot the basketball as standstill open shooters. You want to move the ball as a team to create that.
Bad pass, a turnover. Miles picks up the loose change. Now Miles dribbling. He dribbles it off of his leg out of bounds. Yes. He was just a little too fast and out of control, and the Noles turn it right back over. 15th appearance here in Sunrise. Is Somerville in, Miles out, Swinton in, Wiggins out, McGee in, and Jones out. Florida State 10-4 all time in the Orange Bowl Basketball Classic. And it's our 34th time wearing the Nike N7 turquoise uniforms to honor the Seminole Tribe of Florida. It was great earlier this week. We got to practice at the Seminole Tribe on the reservation. Very, very special day. Carbuccia out near the timeline. 34-24, 6:45 left first half. UMass has led the entire way. Carbuccia, Banks, Clerk, top of the key. Left wing, picks up his dribble. Hand off Carbuccia, 8 to shoot. Pass inside, tapped away by Swinton, to turnover, a steal. Now we lose it out of bounds, and it goes back to UMass. We couldn't hang on to it. And that's 2 takeaways. We've given it right back to the Minutemen. Tough.
That is unbelievable. Swinton and Kobe McGee just ran into each other on the fast break trigger.
Yeah. So along the far side near the FSU bench, UMass whips it in the backcourt to Carbuccia. Top 20 ranked point guard nationally out of the state of New York. Weave out front. Banks picks it up now to Clark. Clark, last 2 seasons at Pensacola State College. Into Bettiol, Carbuccia, reverse layup, missed it, no good. Kobe McGee the rebound. Outlet now to McCray. McCray behind the back, on the drive, spins off of Banks, leans it with the right hand up and in. McCray now with 4 points.
Yeah, he had a size advantage there getting downhill. He did a good job.
Open 3, Parker finally missed one, no good. Rebound McCray, back the other way. Here's Rob with it behind the back, crossing, stopping, driving, in the air, pass, Muhammad couldn't handle it, in a triple team, needs some help, tied up, jump ball to call, arrow points at the Noles.
That's a good idea there from McCray. But Jeff, I'd like to see that final pass be up towards the rim, right? On the zone, they were able to connect earlier on an alley-oop. That time, big men don't typically have good hands for the most part, so you don't want to pass the ball low at their knees where it's difficult for them to go get it.
Steen in, Muhammad out. McCray inbounds, pass tapped away by Hankins Sanford. Nearly to Aria Masudi here near sideline, Florida State ball.
I was ready. I had a hand ready.
You were ready. You're ready to go. And Swinton will inbound. Man-to-man defensively by UMass. 34-26. Minutemen have led this entire way. Nice pass. McGee into Swinton on a cut. Great out-of-bounds play.
Terrific play there, and Swinton got right to the bucket now. 7-0 run for Florida State.
And 7 for Swinton. The lead down to 6, 34-28. Right wing on the dribble. Hand off Hankins Sanford. Now out to Clark. Near the timeline. Gives to Carbuccia. In the corner. Banks. Good close up by Somerville. Banks on the attack. He's bumped into on the drive and a foul called. They're going to call on Somerville. That's his first. Team number 6. 7-0 run by the Noles. Bettiol coming in. And Clark will sit down. UMass, it's their first season in the MAC after 49 years in the Atlantic 10. You almost were stunned when you were asked, hey, what conference is UMass in? You're like, of course, the A10. They switched to the MAC.
Action, baby.
Yeah. Hankins Sanford floats it in the middle of the paint off the out-of-bounds play. Ends a 7-0 Florida State run.
That's their first points in over 3 minutes for UMass.
36-28 UMass. McCray driving again. Tough shot off the window, up and in. And McCray now has 6. He's starting to kind of get it going off the bounce a little bit, Aria.
That's when he's at his best, isn't it, Jeff? When he gets his shoulder downhill, he is a lot stronger than people think when he gets to the cup.
4:50 and counting first half. 36-30 UMass. There's Carbuccia crossing. Carbuccia driving. Carbuccia picks it up right elbow. Back out Bettiol, top of the key. Bettiol, one dribble, picks it up, looking for a guard, back out Carbuccia, 8 to shoot, 7. Passes tapped away by Swinton to steal. Hand off Somerville, Knowles in transition. Somerville crossing all the way to the rack, hammered and fouled across the face by Banks. And Somerville's going to shoot 2 here. Yep, Banks called for his first, team number 7. The Knowles will shoot free throws the rest of the half, and Somerville the line to shoot 2.
Swinton's done a nice job defensively in passing lanes, Jeff, and I thought there offensively Somerville did a really good job of making Banks put him in a pickle and decide, are you going to guard me or are you going to guard a potential pass, and instead he got fouled.
Free throw good by Somerville, who now has 4 points. Dwayne Wimbley Jr. in. Carbuccia will sit down. Wimbley, 6'6" freshman out of Fort Lauderdale. St. Thomas Aquinas led them to their 2nd state championship all time recently, and again was initially committed to Leonard Hamilton in Florida State a season ago. Second one, good. Somerville makes them both, and the lead down to 4 now. 36-32, 4:25 and counting here in our first half. Here in Sunrise, Parker hounded by McCray. Hand off Wimbley, right wing Banks. Top of the key, Hankins Sanford. Swinton right there, now over to Parker. Parker, left wing Wimbley. Wimbley looks inside, back out to Parker, 10 to shoot. Knowles picking it up defensively right now. In the corner, Wimbley a long 3. That's off no good, and the rebound to McCray. Wimbley is 1 of 13 from 3 this year. McCray behind the back, going to work, driving, spinning, top shot, good! Off the window and 1 as he was fouled by Banks. Little bit of trash talk between the 2, look out. McCray and Banks chirping a little bit. And the officials get in there quickly. And McCray will shoot for the 3-point play when we come back. A little bit of life out of the Knowles right now. 3:51 left first half. 36-34. UMass with the lead. We are back after this timeout.
Can't make it to the game? We've got you. American Social is the official watch party home for FSU football all season long. From kickoff to the final whistle, catch every play on all our screens with unbeatable vibes, crave-worthy food, and drink specials that will leave you wanting more. Whether you're repping in Boca, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, or Orlando, this is where Knowles go to game day. American Social, where Knowles fans watch like champs. Check us out at AmericanSocialBar.com.
Headed to Tallahassee? Make your trip a slam dunk with a stay at Hyatt House Tallahassee Capital University or Hampton Inn and Suites Tallahassee Capital University. Both are just minutes from the Tucker Center and campus. At Hampton Inn and Suites, relax in modern guest rooms, fuel up with our hot breakfast, and count on friendly Hampton hospitality. At Hyatt House, stretch out in spacious suites with full kitchens, enjoy free breakfast, and unwind at the H-Bar. We've got the perfect spot for your stay on game day or family day. Book your Tallahassee stay today.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Behind the scenes of Seminole Athletics, there is a community of supporters who pledge their personal resources to provide all teams with the greatest opportunity for success. That community is Seminole Boosters. Seminole Boosters is the largest source of funding for Florida State athletics and serves as the difference maker for our athletic program. You can join the team behind the team for only $5 per month. Learn more or join today at SeminoleBoosters.com. That's SeminoleBoosters.com.
You are listening to Florida State basketball on the Seminole Sports Network and the FSU Game Day app.
Jack Kavovit checking in for a quick score update. Top 25 matchup, number 17, Arkansas. They trail number 16, Texas Tech, 42-36 still in the first half. And out in Happy Valley, Penn State leads 9th-ranked Michigan State, 37-36, under a minute to go before halftime there. Guys, what a run right now from the Knowles. It feels like when Robert McCray V gets downhill and gets into the paint, it's been all the difference maker for this offense.
Jack, great point, and he's starting to heat up a little bit. 8 points, 3 rebounds. He has 4 assists as well. Hey, make sure to join us January 7th. It's our first edition of Inside Seminole Basketball with Luke Laux. Come on out, support Florida State Hoops, 7 to 8 p.m. And you can watch it on all Florida State men's basketball streaming platforms, the Seminoles YouTube channel, the Seminoles Unconquered app, and listen to it on the Seminole Sports Network and FSU Game Day app as well. And Sunstop, food, fuel, and more. Find everything you need under the sun at Sunstop, a proud sponsor of Florida State Athletics. Aria, Robert McCray starting to get it going here. We need it badly as well.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And I think to Jack's point, they're coming back from break. The team as a whole has done better, right, getting downhill. 18 points in the paint now for FSU against a UMass defense, Jeff. That 2-point percentage, they're allowing 55%, which is it's the bottom third of college basketball.
Yeah.
They struggle defensively in the paint.
And McCray converts a 3-point play. Mitchum and 1. Mitchum strong in the paint right there from McCray. He's got 9. The lead's down to 1. 36-35. 3:30 to play. Wembley driving, free throw line. Lost it, another turnover. Florida State ramping it up right now on the defensive end. Somerville behind the back. The Noles can take their first lead on this. 3 short, no, but fouled. And Banks again got Martin. And Banks now just picked up his 3rd personal, Aria. Wow. That is a huge foul on UMass's best player.
That is massive. And you're kind of feeling the momentum shift here late in this half. I think mentally for Florida State, if Somerville can hit these shots and the Noles can take the lead, I think that's a huge mental boost closing out this half.
So 3 for Somerville at the line right here. First one's good. I am blown away that Banks was still in the game. If you look at what Frank Martin does with 2 foul participation, it's only like 3 or 4%. And he left his best player in there. Somerville makes the second one. And now Banks will exit with 3 personals. Carbuccia in. And Florida State has their first lead of the afternoon at the 3:21 mark here in the first half.
We talk about middle 8, right? Jeff, you and I have talked about it before. These final few minutes of this first half, first 4 minutes of the second half, going to be critical.
Martin makes all 3 free throws, and the Noles have evaporated a 13 deficit, I should say. 13-point deficit as Martin reaches in. Somerville fouls Hankin Sanford near the timeline, and that's team foul number 7. As Martin will pick up his 2nd personal. And so a 13-point deficit gone. 17-2 run by Florida State over the last 5 minutes. Wow. Great run here. Free throw good by Hankin Sanford, who has 7 points and 5 rebounds. 38-37. Florida State a 1-point lead. Second one good by Hankin Sanford. We're tied at 38 as we approach 3 minutes left. First half, 1-2-2, full court pressing defense by UMass. Across the timeline, McCray driving on Parker, back out McGee, over to Somerville, who has 8 points. McCray has 9 to lead the way. Swinton with 7 off the bench in 8 minutes. McCray a long 3, in and out, no good. And the rebound skied for by Wembley. Tied at 38, 2:50 and counting. Carbuccia weaving his way through traffic, away from the ball. Steen and Betty all tangled up. And a whistle call, a foul on Steen. His first, team number 8. And Betty all to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Yeah, you don't want to start doing this if you're Florida State. UMass has their best player on the bench, right, in Banks. Offense should be hard to come by for the Minutemen over the last few minutes. Don't put them at the line where they have freebie opportunities in the final 2 minutes and 46 seconds.
Yeah, 2 foul participation from Frank Martin. Betty off the heel, front iron, no good. Muhammad, the rebound, just checked in. 5.4%, 320th to 361 in college basketball, and he left Banks in there. McCray to Somerville, 3 is no good, short. Rebound, Betty all.
Can't ask for a better look than what you just got there if you're Somerville.
Carbuccia to Wembley. He'll drive the baseline, cut off by Somerville. Now out, Betty all. Dribbling left to right. Now he'll drive. He'll turn the corner, right block area. Lays it up and in. Nice take by Betty all, who's got 4 points. He averages 16 tonight. I wonder when they'll try to get him going. Pass in the corner out of McGee. Zone defense by UMass. 2-3 zone. McCray driving, kicking. McGee, corner 3. Buckets! And Florida State heating up right now. McGee buries his first shot of the day.
Yeah, McGee's starting to shoot the ball well over the last 4 games for Florida State.
Parker a long triple, in and out, no good. And Somerville on the floor, great hustle. It's out of bounds. It's off of Somerville. We'll stay with UMass. Miles in. Somerville getting a breather. How about Martin Somerville during that stretch, Aria? Pretty darn good.
Yeah, he definitely has been. Love seeing him hit the deck there as well, trying to get that rebound. And Somerville has gotten to the line tonight, right? 5 times already, I should say, this afternoon, and has hit all 5 of them.
1:47 left first half. 41-40. Florida State trailing by as many as 13. Just took their first lead at the 3:21 mark. Here comes Chingay back in. Wembley will sit down for Frank Martin. Mentioned earlier, Florida State great Doug Edwards on the staff at UMass. 4th season as Director of Player Development. So many great memories from Doug. Part of those great Florida State teams under Pat Kennedy in the early 90s.
Yeah, man. Doug Edwards, Cassell, Sura, Charlie
Ward.
Hey, now. That's a team right there. That's
the
squad.
Elite 8.
That's a squad.
Sweet 16.
That is a squad.
Led Florida State into the ACC era.
Is that fundamental Florida State basketball history knowledge that you have to have?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Into Hankins Sanford in the painted area. Tough shot altered by Muhammad. No good. Rebound tapped out McGee.
Great job by Shah Muhammad defensively there.
Knowles won a race. McCray driving all the way to the painted area. Kicking out now to Miles. Miles drives the lane. Knocked over, throws it up as he was falling down. Is fouled and bumped. Will Lee Cassell give him a couple of free throws? Yes.
That is crafty, creative. You know who Cam Miles with that move reminds me of? Remember vintage D-Wade?
Oh,
He'd get to his spot, pump fake, get his defender in the air, and he'd throw his body right into the defender.
Yeah.
Easy way to get free throws for D-Wade.
KJ Parker called for the bump. His first. Miles too strong on the free throw, though. No good. Now 10 of 16 from the line. 3 points in 5 minutes off the bench. Double figure scoring 3 times this season for Cam Miles. Second one. Got it. 4 for Miles. 90 seconds left in our first half. 42-40. Florida State in a high-scoring affair. Waking everybody up here on Saturday afternoon in Sunrise. Carbuccia runs the point out near the timeline of the Orange Bowl Basketball Classic logo. Right wing, Chingay. Top of the key now, Bedial. Not a big three-point shooter. Back to Carbuccia. 10 to shoot. Off a screen. Carbuccia crossing. Carbuccia driving. Wide open look for Parker. Nailed it. Yep. Wide open. His 4th 3. He has 14.
Yeah, those got lost there and helped defense on the switch.
McGee in the corner, up fake, 2-3 zone by UMass. Jones left corner, drives the baseline, all the way to the rack. Euro step, reverse layup off the window, good.
That is big time from LeJay Jones. Has the athleticism there and used the rim for protection.
Knowles have made 6 of their last 8 shots, 40 seconds left first half, threw it away. Carbuccia along the baseline, far side, in front of the Florida State bench. Chingay couldn't handle it, turnover. And Wembley in, Carbuccia out for Frank Martin. That is turnover number 8 on UMass today. 44-43 Florida State. Final 35 seconds of our first half here in Sunrise. 15th game played at the Orange Bowl Basketball Classic for Florida State hoops. 8-second differential, game clock, shot clock, 20 to play, 11 to shoot, 12 to shoot, I should say. McCray off a screen. Now over to McGee, comes free for a top of the key, 3 ball, got it! McGee with a couple of triples here. Final 10 seconds of the half. Inbounds pass now to Wembley. McGee on him. 5, 4, and a timeout called by Frank Martin with 4.1 in the half left.
You know Luke Laux, when he was at Golden State, watch Kevin Durant, Steph Curry run that same play how many different times, right? Screen set, they're at the wing. Then the screener pops out for the 3, and the defense gets lost on a switch, right?
Yep.
Not the same players. I'm not comparing either of them to Kevin Durant or Steph Curry. But Luke Laux, who coached at Golden State, that play was a staple. And McGee, you have to knock it down, right? You draw up a play like that. Kobe's hit his last 2 shots from beyond the arc.
He has, and Kobe McGee now with 21 threes on the year. Right near the team honors with Somerville and Wiggins. And Florida State has cranked it up these last few minutes. Noles have made 7 of their last 9 shots, shooting 53% from the field, and now 6 of 18 from 3. Coming in over our last 3 games, we had struggled from beyond the three-point line. Florida State had. And the Noles, in our last 3, had just made 26%, 27 of 103 during this 3-game stretch. Tonight, a little bit better. And looking a lot better. Leading 47-43. Near half court to our right. 4.1 to play. Bedio will inbound. Muhammad hopping up and down in front of him. Bedio looking. Bounces it now. Jingay back over. Carbuccia 2. 1. Tough floater. No good. Tap try after the buzzer. And we've finished our first 20 minutes. After a slow start, unfortunately, once again, UMass jumped ahead 8-0 early on, led by as many as 13. Florida State able to close as the Noles made 7 of their last 9 shots. And at the half, Florida State leading UMass here in Sunrise by the score of 47-43. Stay with us. Our halftime show is right around the corner. You're listening to the Seminole Sports Network presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital and the FSU Game Day app.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
It's halftime, and this is the Seminole Halftime Show.
We're back here at the Orange Bowl Basketball Classic, Amarant Arena. Arya Masudi, Jeff Colhane. Jeff, 47-43. Florida State leads by 4. Outscored the Minutemen 28-11 in the final 8 minutes of that half. We're down 32-19. Good to see some shots finally being made by the Noles, too.
You said it, Aria. What a finish to the half as Florida State, 53% from the field. The Noles, 16 of 30, 6 of 18, 33%. We're making our free throws, Aria. I know that sounds simple. We have not been doing that during this stretch, and Luke Laux has been begging his guys, please focus, make your free throws. We're 9 of 10 from the line. And we're starting to kind of take over the tempo of this game a little bit as well.
No doubt. I get buddies who text me. They go, do they practice free throws? I said, not only do they practice free throws, he has punishments.
Yes.
For when they miss free throws. There's wall sits and gassers. Oh, we got the band here on the court.
We
got
the bagpipes. We got the tubas. We got the French horns. These boys and girls are rocking as we're live in our Renewal by Anderson courtside seats. Our energy-efficient Acclaim Impact windows and doors withstand Florida's harshest weather. Contact Renewal by Anderson today or visit bestwindowsflorida.com. Go Noles. License number CGC 1527613. Well, Robert McRae the fifth has been good again. 9 points and 7 assists already, Aria. But how about Martin Somerville? And I'll give A.J. Swinton a little love. He gave us a spark. 7 points in 8 minutes in that first half.
Yeah, I thought that the energy by the guys who especially came off the bench were really nice, right? And Swinton's an athletic piece to this team that I don't think the strength is athleticism per se. And so when you get that infusion, it really helps. I also thought UMass, when they went to zone, Jeff, McRae picked it apart. He did a really nice job of getting into the teeth of that zone and making good decisions, whether it's him getting to the rack, forcing a decision there by the base of that 2-3 zone, or finding shooters to kick it open. Kobe McGee hit a couple of shots, Somerville hit a shot, and LeJay Jones did a nice job of attacking there too. That's going to be a key for me, I think, in the second half. If UMass stays in that zone, how does Florida State choose to attack it?
Martin Somerville, 8 points, 5 of 5 from the line. A.J. Swinton, 7 points. Also effective defensively as well. But Robert McRae the fifth with 9, and he found Kobe McGee for a couple of triples late in that first half as well. Aria said it, the Noles closing a 28-11 run to end the half. Halftime score, Florida State leads UMass here in Sunrise, 47-43. Jack Cavavit up next in the studio. He's got you updated with scores or on a busy day in college basketball. Jack is back after this timeout.
At TOC, our physicians are fellowship trained and board certified specialists with the most advanced training in the region. Our mission is to provide the highest level of care for sports medicine, joint replacement, pain management, foot and ankle, hand and wrist, spine, trauma, pediatrics, and non-surgical medicine. Every specialty, every treatment option. TOC, only experts. Learn more at teamtoc.com.
Hey Noles fans, Robert Scott here, partner at Scott & Wallace, the official injury lawyers of the Florida State Seminoles. We love seeing our Noles play with heart, fast breaks, slam dunks, and those deep threes that fire up the crowd. That same grit and drive is how Scott & Wallace fights for our clients, one case at a time. And when the Noles drain one from downtown, you score two. Each made 3, one lucky fan wins an FSU t-shirt, courtesy of Scott & Wallace. We're here all season at the Tuck, focused, fired up, and ready to win. Let's go Noles.
Carver's is the place for all your high-volume commercial business needs. From tablecloths to corporate clothing, we specialize in bulk orders of 300 pieces or more. This is why the Noles have partnered with Carver's Discount Cleaners. Our team of trained professionals will get the job done right. Contact us at midtowndrycleaning@gmail.com or stop in for a visit at our Midtown location, 1215 North Monroe Street. Carver's Cleaners, mean on stains, green on earth.
Seminole fans know that when their health is on the line, Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare is here with the most advanced medical care in the region. TMH is home to the top heart and vascular program, the highest level of care for premature babies, the area's most powerful cancer center, and the region's only Level 2 trauma center. TMH is setting new standards for medical excellence, driving research and innovation to bring the best care to our region. TMH is your lifelong partner in health.
For more college basketball today, here's Jack Cavavit.
47-43, your score. Florida State, they lead UMass at the half. Jack Cavavit with you. And before we continue and update you on scores around the nation, let us pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Seminole Sports Network from Legends Global. The Noles lead by 4 over UMass, and Robert McRae V has certainly picked it up to end that first half. He's got 9 points, 4 of 7 shooting on 7 assists, looking eerily similar to how we saw him in his Garnet in Gold debut earlier on this season. The game just feels like it's slowing down for the guard. He is in control, and he is picking apart that Minutemen defense. Also, A.J. Swinton, 7 points. Martin Somerville, got to credit the job he's done with 8 points. The Noles shooting 53% as a team from the floor right now, 33% from 3, 6 of 18. And the big one, 9 of 10 at the free throw stripe. That's been an area that's been up and down for Luke Laux' crew so far this season, but a good start in that first half
at the charity stripe. The Noles have only turned it over 4 times. They've turned over UMass 8 times, 10 points off of those turnovers. UMass winning the rebounding battle right now, 18-13 over the Noles. They got 6 offensive rebounds, only to 1 for Florida State. 9 second-chance points off of those rebounds. Off the bench, the Noles got 21 points. And then the big one, 20 points in the paint. You felt like that's where this game started to change in that first half when the Noles were attacking downhill and then finding open shooters to kick, but also going into the heart of the defense for UMass, who is led by 2 scorers, Parker and Banks, each with 4 3-pointers made and 14 points. But the big one, again, was Banks in that first half. Marcus Banks picking up his 3rd personal foul, had to sit for a majority of that first half. So that's something to monitor as we enter second half play. Taking a look around the league and what's going on in college basketball right now out in Happy Valley. Penn State making it a game versus 9th-ranked Michigan State. The Spartans have looked good so far early on in this season. They now lead Penn State 43-41, just kicking off there in the second half, 17 minutes to play in that one. At halftime in Dallas, a neutral site affair between number 16 Texas Tech and the 17th-ranked Arkansas Razorbacks, who are coming off their biggest win of the season a couple games ago versus number 6 Louisville. They took down the Cards 89-80, and now they're in a big one versus Texas Tech. They trail by 6, 49-43 at halftime. Some big games, again, coming up later tonight that you're not going to want to miss around college basketball. Top 25 matchups all around. You got Nebraska, who's perfect on the season. They're taking on 13th-ranked Illinois at the State Farm Center. Then in the ACC, NC State is playing host to number 19 Kansas. Again, the Jayhawks get their fantastic freshman Darren Peterson back. That's going to be a fun one to watch as NC State and Will Wade are trying to find their footing as conference play approaches. And then the nightcaps tonight. You got number 1 Arizona in the Battle of Birmingham taking on the 12th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide, and then the late one, 11:30 tip for UCLA in Gonzaga. I think 2 fantastic matchups for a day that is filled with great college basketball to watch. That'll do it. I will keep you posted on some of our out-of-town scores through the second half. Again, it's Florida State. They lead UMass 47-43. Second half action coming up after this timeout.
Noles fans, are you ready for game day? Tavello Brewing Company in Thomasville is just a short ride down the road. From our refreshing sangria, hard seltzer slushies, to the only place you can find our award-winning blackberry hibiscus hard cider, we've got something for every taste. Grab your crew and swing by Tavello. Let us help make your game weekend even better. Tavello Brewing Company. It's just better. Proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles!
Behind the scenes of Seminole Athletics, there is a community of supporters who pledge their personal resources to provide all teams with the greatest opportunity for success. That community is Seminole Boosters. Seminole Boosters is the largest source of funding for Florida State Athletics and serves as the difference maker for our athletic program. You can join the team behind the team for only $5 per month. Learn more or join today at SeminoleBoosters.com. That's SeminoleBoosters.com.
It's game on, Noles fans, no matter where you might be. From the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. So as long as you've got a TV and a signal, you don't have to miss another game. Just one more reason why Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America 48 straight years and counting. Ford, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. See your local Ford dealer today.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, and manage IT and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through bundling services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization. Schedule your free consultation now at rjyoung.com/FSU.
Today's Florida State basketball game is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. By Tico People's Gas, delivering natural gas that helps you save energy and earn cash back. Learn more at peoplesgas.com. By Barano Heating and Air Conditioning. Schedule an appointment today at baranoac.com. And by the Florida Department of Transportation, reminding you fans don't let fans drive drunk, drive sober, or get pulled over. Let's return courtside with Jeff Culhane.
And we are back for world-class pediatric care. Wolfson Children's is always here, official children's hospital of Florida State Athletics. Final 20 minutes almost upon us here in Sunrise. Amerant Bank Arena, the home of the two-time back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Always great to be down here. It's our 15th game we played at the Orange Bowl Basketball Classic. Beautiful arena. Fans continuing to file in. You got Florida and George Washington after us. A 2:30 start time today for the second of two. Always two games here. Sometimes you get both the Noles and the Gators. Sometimes you get a UCF. Sometimes you get a USF or a Miami. And other times, like a year ago, it was Tulsa that was here playing UCF. So you always get a mix of teams here to this event. And moving forward, looking forward to hopefully being down here as much as possible. And for world-class pediatric care, Wolfson Children's is always here, official children's hospital of Florida State Athletics. Aria, some key stats for the first half. The Noles, 10 points off of UMass turnovers, 9 second-chance points by the Minutemen. Florida State, just 1 minute and 54 seconds with the lead, and we have it right now to start the second half, up by 4.
No doubt about it. I thought, Florida State, as the half wore on, got downhill with more efficiency and attacked this UMass defense in the interior. And also defensively did a much better job of getting into the passing lanes and not allowing for open shots for UMass. They really only have 2 shooters in Parker and Banks.
Out of the halftime break. Oh, a turnover right in front of us. Jingay couldn't handle the pass from Carbuccia, and the ball bounced off his leg out of bounds, and Frank Martin just rubs his forehead. Man, that drives the coach batty.
Yeah, had 8 turnovers forced in the first half for the Noles. It's a UMass team that turns it over a ton.
Here's McGee, and up faking a 3-ball shorted it, no good, and the rebound is packed out to Jingay. Running the other way, Carbuccia slowing it up. Out to Banks, a left wing triple. Long, no good. Somerville the rebound.
Nice to see him be human, right? And miss one.
How about that? Driving McCray, up and under move. Pretty. Robert McCray, the 5th, up and under. He's got 11.
That was really nice by McCray, getting into the paint there, slashing all the way to the rim.
Now double-figure scoring 8 times this season. Inside Bettiol, middle of the zone. Blocked by Muhammad, who got the start in the second half. McGee the other way. McGee reverse pivot. McGee right wing. Back out now to Somerville. Somerville dribbling left wing. Hand off to McCray. Rob turns the corner. Tough floater. Rolls off. No good. Rebound Banks for UMass. Long pass down the floor. Hankins Sanford. A throwdown dunk in transition.
That's just a phenomenal pass. That was like 60 feet. And he just threaded the needle.
49-45 Florida State. McCray behind the back, pass to Muhammad at the free throw line. Look out below! An absolute rim ripper. Shot's been cleared for takeoff.
We got the effects feed too from TV. You could hear it.
51-45. That was the hammer dropped by Muhammad. In the corner, wide open 3. Banks missed it somehow. Rebound McGee the other way. Kobe racing down the floor, crossing. Kobe in a double team, picks it up. Swings it in the corner to Jones. Lejay on the attack. Lejay tangled up, stepping through. Tough shot, no good. Bettiol the rebound.
Yeah, Lejay just needs to get that back out there. He had McCray open, top of the key for 3 if he saw it.
2 minutes in, Carbuccia driving, bumped into by McCray. So McCray picks up the foul. That's his second. Much like the start of the game, the pace just feverish. Back and forth, 51-45. Florida State into Bettiol, swings it over to Banks, right wing, the up fake. 1 dribble, a pull-up jumper, money. Marcus Banks has 16 to lead all scores.
And all 3 of his shots in this half have been wide open. Got a bit fortunate on the first 2. I guess if you're going to trade 3s for 2s, that's a good trade-off if Banks isn't hurting you from beyond the arc.
51-47 Florida State. Hard hedge on McCray, over to Somerville. He'll drive around Banks, top floater in traffic, no. Rebound Bettiol, outlet. Carbuccia down the floor, eyes up. Wearing one of those highlighter color shoes, you call them, Betty All. Now the pink shoes, Hankins Sanford back out to Carbuccia. Around Muhammad, top floater in the paint, no good. Rebound now out to McCray. The other way we go. McCray far sideline. McCray with the right hand. McCray off of traffic. McCray floats it up and in. And McCray has 13.
That's a terrific matchup for Florida State. McCray defensively, offensively on Banks defensively.
Banks swings out to Carbuccia. Now right wing Hankins Sanford runs over Somerville. Oh, they call a block. Oh, tough whistle there. Thought Martin got there in time to get in front of Daniel Hankins Sanford, the senior out of Charlotte. That'll be Martin's third foul.
Yeah, trying to see if I can get a peek at a replay because it looked like Martin was in good position. I don't think we're going to get one, at least on the video board.
Yep. Miles in, Somerville out.
Yeah, in real time, it looked like you said, it looked like Martin had gotten there, good position, and he didn't initiate the contacts, which you don't have to have your 2 feet set for that anymore. If the ball handler is the one who initiates the contact, I thought so, but didn't get the call that time.
Lee Cassell, great official, right on that one. 16:56 to play, 53-47. Florida State with the lead. On top of UMass, newest member of the MAC. They'll play their MAC opener, first ever game, next week at home against Kent State. Pass into Betty All at Muhammad and went through him and put it in at the rim. 53-49 Florida State. McCray around Carbuccia. Nice pass, Muhammad missed the dunk. And the rebound to Hankins Sanford. Couldn't quite get there. Hankins Sanford leads the break. Jingay bumped into by Jones and fouled on the way up at the rim. Lejay's second, team number 3 on Florida State. A.J. Swinton getting set to check in right now. What do you make of this pace? Both teams, again, they like tempo, but I feel like when we go fast, we speed teams up. We've done that, it feels like, today a little bit.
Yeah, we have, and I think that pace does favor us. That time, Muhammad, I thought, got great positioning. There's the free throw made as well by Jingay. You just want to see him finish that, right? It's a good feed, high percentage look against his former team. He's played well, though, today, I think. He's brought a lot of energy. And I would have guessed that, right? Playing against his former head coach, a school he spent time with, that comes naturally.
Making both of them. That time is Jingay, puts them both in. 53-51 Florida State, 16:30 to go. There's some token 2-2-1 full court pressure by UMass. Now jumping McCray over to Miles. Miles back to Rob. Zone defense now. Miles, extra pass. Jones drives the baseline all the way to the rack. Layup is blocked by Jingay, but a foul on the body as Lejay hits the deck. They're going to call that one on Jaden Jingay. It'll be his third, it looks like, yes. So Jingay and Banks each with 3. Jones will shoot 2. Steen set to check in after this first one. Well, Luke Laux, even though he's from Clearwater, he said he'd come to Miami. He'd drive to Miami almost every weekend growing up, trying to find a game, trying to find a hoops game, pickup game to play in. Played AAU here quite a bit. He and his family, friends, always looking for that next matchup. And we're seeing a little bit of that competitive flair from the head coach in this team after falling behind by 13 here in South Florida.
Yeah, it's been good, too, to see Luke get us around the state, right? For Florida State fans and boosters to be able to come see the Noles play under him for the first time in Tampa. It was a terrific crowd, right? Almost 5,000 Noles showing up to that one. This is actually, I'm looking around, this is as many Noles as I've seen down here in a few years. They're all spread out. So if they were all bunched together in one section, I think you would notice them a little bit more. But there is a good amount of Noles fans that have made it down here to Sunrise.
Second one, Lejay makes them both. He's got 6 points. Steen in, Muhammad out, 55-51. Quickly the other way. Hankins Sanford, back out Parker, Carbuccia, yeah, those highlighter yellow sneakers. He has a left wing. Nice pass into Betty, all the up fake and shot, no, but we're going to have goaltending as Swinton jumped up and grabbed the rim. You heard it. It caused the basket to move, and that's goaltending. Basket to Betty all. And we have a timeout on the floor. 4 minutes in, 16 minutes to play. We got a good one. 55-51. Florida State with the lead. We are back after this timeout.
What's here is a place that generations have trusted to help their kids grow up healthy and strong. What's here are caregivers with knowledge and expertise rivaling any children's hospital in the world. What's here is a level 1 pediatric trauma center for critical, life-saving care. What's here is Wolfson Children's Hospital with the technology, research, and dedication to save and change countless young lives. Wolfson Children's, always here. Visit wolfsonchildrens.com.
Hey fellow Floridians, it's Ben.
And Brianna Smith. We are foodies who love sharing recipes online.
And trying new cooking techniques on our new natural gas stove.
He loves his precise temperature control on the heat.
Yeah, I also love saving money and using less energy.
Oh, watch that flame.
So, who loves to be in control?
Now earn up to a $300 cashback rebate for installing a new energy-efficient natural gas range or stovetop. To learn more, go to peoplesgas.com/rebates.
It's game on, Noles fans, no matter where you might be. From the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. So as long as you've got a TV and a signal, you don't have to miss another game. Just one more reason why Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America 48 straight years and counting. Ford, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. See your local Ford dealer today.
Hey, college football fans, I know you do anything for a win on game day, and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You are listening to Florida State Basketball on the Seminole Sports Network. Presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
Hey, it's game day, and Geico is bringing the heat. From big plays to big savings, Geico helps you get more. More coverage, more support, and more reason to cheer as loud as you can. And for kids, for families, for where we live, Wolfson Children's is always here. Wolfson Children's, official children's hospital of Florida State Athletics. I mean, the loudest the arena's gotten today with a T-shirt toss. Hey, I want one. Aria wants one. We're fired up.
It's always the T-shirts, man.
I know. Noles are picking it up a little bit. 16 minutes to play here at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. Orange Bowl Basketball Classic, 55-53. After a basket interference call on A.J. Swinton, 2 points for Leonardo Bettiol. 2-point lead for the Noles. 34th time wearing the Nike N7 turquoise uniforms to honor the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Like that look every once in a while. And Aria was great to get to the Seminole Tribe of Florida reservation in Hollywood on Thursday. We got to practice at the Tribe's gym. Pretty cool. The Tribe gifted all the players Seminole Tribe of Florida hats.
Yeah, that's
and the ladies there, they cooked us some local fare.
That was
Fun
awesome.
day, yeah.
That was awesome, and great to meet Xavier Osceola's family as well, and the love they have for him. And first member of the Tribe playing basketball at Florida State. That's awesome, man. It's been good. And a Christmas party later tonight, right? At the Hard Rock.
At the Hard Rock. Pretty special, without a doubt. At the timeout, UMass goes zone. 2-3. Swinton in the corner. Miles a long three. Shorted it, no good. Rebound. Wiggins battling. Knocked around. Pinball around. Grabbed by Carbuccia. 3-on-1. Banks a left wing. Rainmaker, no good. And the rebound to McCray. Now McCray the other way. Left to right as we watch it to Miles. Miles slows it up. Now he'll drive the zone all the way in. Tough shot. Got it to go. Cam Miles hit the deck and put it in.
That's big time there from Cam Miles. Fearless to the rack.
6 off the bench for Miles. Whipping it down low. Hank and Sanford. Tough shot. Got it to roll over the rim. Tough shot by Hank and Sanford now with 12 points. 57-55 Florida State. 15 minutes to go. McCray along the baseline. McCray in the air. Threw it away. Turnover. Hank and Sanford the steal. Now back the other way. The Minutemen. KJ Parker. Parker. 14 points. 4 threes. Lob inside. Steen and Bettiol get tangled up. Steen's going to say he got elbowed in the face. looking for a whistle to go his way. He's not going to get the call, and Steen just picked up his second. Somerville in, McCray going to get a breather. With 14:54 to go. Man, a lot of arms dangling, flopping between Steen and Bettiol on that play. And Maluk in, Steen out. Baseline, out of bounds play. Carbuccia whips it out near the timeline to Parker. Now over to Carbuccia. Cross court to Banks. Rips through on the attack. Bounce past Bettiol in the paint. The up fake again. Left-handed layup good. Bettiol not a guy that's going to play above the rim, but very crafty below it.
Yeah, that was good patience from Bettiol that time.
He's in double figures. The game's tied at 57. Somerville triple, no. In the rebound, Hank and Sanford. Outlet Carbuccia. UMass trying to shift the momentum here. Carbuccia looking back door, nothing there. Now out to Banks, left wing extended. 14:20 to play, tied at 57 here in Sunrise. Carbuccia dribbling on that Orange Bowl Basketball Classic logo near the timeline. He'll attack all the way to the rack, dumps off Bettiol, lays it up and in, and one. And UMass is heating up. They made 5 of their last 6. They've retaken the lead.
Yeah, and they've made an emphasis to get Bettiol the ball inside the paint in the colored area there. Listen, man, they are blowing by our defenders right now. And I don't know if Florida State with the hot start from 3 for UMass is being more aware of the shooters from beyond the arc, but right now it's one-on-one basketball from UMass. They get downhill, they attract the help side defender, and then they dump it down to Bettiol. And he's been really good here in the second half, finishing around the rim.
That's foul on Somerville. That's his 4th, so he has to come out right away. And McCray back in with 14:10 to go. Bettiol made the free throw. UMass leads by 3. A 7-0 run by the Minutemen. And it's been Bettiol. Bettiol's got 13 points. They have 4 in double figures. Running and jumping now. Jones along the baseline. Kicks out Swinton out of McCray. McCray will attack. Driving, kicking, Swinton back out to Miles. Miles hesitating. Lost the dribble and fouled though. On the drive by Parker. On the bump. That's KJ Parker called for the foul. Looks like it's his 3rd. Yeah. So he has 3. Banks has 3. And Jingay 3 for Frank Martin. UMass back on top after a 7-0 run. Sort of the same vibe we had in the first half when the Minutemen led by as many as 13. Into Jones, left corner, dribbling out. Now between the keys to Miles. Back over to Jones. Zone defense by UMass. 2-3. In the middle is Maluk. Maluk, nice pass to Swinton. Blocked at the rim, trying to dunk it by Bettiol, but fouled. Bettiol 2nd, team number 3. Nice strong take by A.J. Swinton. Good ball movement by the young fellas underneath the basket.
Yeah, and I like seeing Maluk confident as a big man passing the basketball inside that zone. Good find there. And Swinton took it hard right into the chest of Bettiol. That's his 2nd foul. It'd be nice to get him into some foul trouble.
Yeah. 13:41 to play. It's 60-57. UMass by 3. 2 free throws for AJ. Off the heel, no good. Just got bumped into by the Orange Bowl logo back here, Arya.
It's just an orange.
Lord knows we need some vitamin C.
Straight, yeah, no kidding.
A little bit of a cold strain running around right now.
It's a big boy.
The orange making his way around the arena with a crown on his head. AJ made the 2nd one. He's got 8 points off the bench in 11 minutes. 60-58 UMass. So we approach 13:30 to play. Parker off a Clerk screen. Parker left wing. Back over to Banks. Inside Clerk. Great position underneath. Missed the bunny. Bettiol offensive rebound fouled on the way up. And rebounding has been an issue this year for Luke Laux' squad. And we're getting beat on the glass again today. We are -8 on the glass. And UMass with 9 second chance points to 0 for FSU.
Yeah, Jeff, and a lot of that has been UMass cleaning up defensively on the glass, right? Florida State came in pretty good offensive rebounding team with a good effort, I thought, against Houston as well, as Bettiol knocks down the first free throw. But Florida State in this one, and you got to credit UMass, I think, with this, only has 1 offensive rebound. That's a big part of FSU's game, right, is being able to get opportunities for second chance points. They have 0 second chance points.
Bettiol made the first, missed the second. Rebound Jones battling with Clerk there. Bettiol is really pushing UMass right now. He has 14 points, but getting it going. McCray, nice take to Swinton for a two-hand hammer. Great pass by McCray. He's got 8 assists, Swinton in double figures. Nice job there. Dime by McCray.
I think that weak side's going to be open for the rest of this half, Jeff.
Carbuccia on the attack. Carbuccia now back out. That's Donovan Brown in the game for the first time. Banks an NBA triple, no good. Offensive rebound, Bettiol laid it up and in. We have no answer for Bettiol underneath right now, Aria.
He's just eating LeJay Jones up inside for Florida State.
And a whistle away from the ball and a foul called on Donovan Brown, the 6'2 senior out of Bolingbrook, Illinois. Brown doesn't play a lot. It's his 6th game this season with foul trouble to the backcourt of the Minutemen right now. His first, team number 4. Bettiol has 16 points, 7 rebounds in the game. But it's been his effort here in the second half that's really gotten it going. 12 points, 4 rebounds. McCray on the attack, middle of the lane, flips it up, missed it, put back, no by Maluk, no good. Rebound tapped out Carbuccia. Oh, just missed point blank. 63-60 UMass, 12:20 to play. Bettiol again, left elbow, trying to go to work, working on Maluk, working in, spinning, flips it up and in. Bettiol has 14 second half points already.
Yeah, he is destroying us.
65-60 into Maluk, right block area. Hand off to Jones. Jones turning the corner. Backdoor cut. Swinton lost it and then got it going back up and laid it in. Caught a break there. AJ tried to dunk it but lost it. Was able to lay it in the second time.
I would consider defensively if I'm Florida State going into a zone. You just can't let Bettiol have the catch every single time down low.
65-62. Carbuccia driving the baseline. Tough shot. He somehow got it over the top of Jones and Maluk. Carbuccia putting it in right there. The other way, McCray behind the back. Great move all the way to the rack. Oh, dipsy-do. Puts it up and under and in off the glass. Pretty by McCray.
Yeah, they're trading buckets, though.
67-64 UMass, 11:20 to play. Next whistle, the under 12 media timeout. Carbuccia driving on Miles, floats it up and in and one. Danny Carbuccia, a freshman from New York, beats the freshman from Chicago. A chance at a three-point play when we come back. 11:17 to play. UMass has outscored the Noles 26-17 in the second half. They lead 69-64. We are back after this timeout.
Hey Noles fans, Robert Scott here, partner at Scott & Wallace, the official injury lawyers of the Florida State Seminoles. We love seeing our Noles play with heart. Fast breaks, slam dunks, and those deep threes that fire up the crowd. That same grit and drive is how Scott & Wallace fights for our clients, one case at a time. And when the Noles drain one from downtown, you score two. Each made three, one lucky fan wins an FSU t-shirt, courtesy of Scott & Wallace. We're here all season at the Tuck, focused, fired up, and ready to win. Let's go Noles.
At TOC, our physicians are fellowship trained and board certified specialists with the most advanced training in the region. Our mission is to provide the highest level of care for sports medicine, joint replacement, pain management, foot and ankle, hand and wrist, spine, trauma, pediatrics, and non-surgical medicine. Every specialty, every treatment option. TOC, only experts. Learn more at teamtoc.com.
Seminole fans, it's time to cheer for our healthcare partner for life, Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare. Serving 21 counties across North Florida and South Georgia, TMH provides cutting-edge, life-saving medical care for the Big Bend region. TMH is setting new standards for medical excellence, driving research and innovation to bring the best care to our region. TMH is your lifelong partner in health.
At ViStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring Florida State fans better banking. Open a ViStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. All for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of ViStar's local branches or visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles!
Hey, Glory Days Grill is our host location of Inside Seminole Basketball with Luke Laux. First show, mark it down, Wednesday, January 7th, 7 to 8 p.m. Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee. You can watch it on all FSU streaming platforms, the Seminoles YouTube channel, the Seminoles Unconquered app, listen on the Seminole Sports Network, and the FSU Game Day app as well. And comebacks begin here at Wolfson Children's Hospital. Always here. Wolfson Children's, proud to be the official children's hospital of Florida State Athletics. Well, it's been Leonardo Bettiol here in this second half. The young man out of Italy has taken over, as he has, Aria, been fantastic through the first 9 minutes of this half. Bettiol with 14 second half points on 6 of 7 from the field, has 4 rebounds as well. UMass leads by 5.
Yeah, he does a nice job on the offensive glass. He cleans everything up down there. And he's crafty, like you said earlier, Jeff. You got to find a way, I think, to minimize his touches in the final 11-17.
Carbucci at the line, chance at a three-point play, and he's starting to get it going. Missed it, no good. And Muhammad the rebound. 69-64 UMass. Nearly 9 minutes into our second half here in Sunrise. McCray with a cross, Banks guarding him. One-handed pass across the court to Miles. Cut off by Carbucci. McGee looking right. That will drive to the right wing, turns the corner with the right hand, backing in, lost the dribble, turn it over. Clark picked it up. Carbucci across the timeline. Left wing to Banks. Clark, the big man from Switzerland. Hand off to Carbucci. Whips it down to Clark, who throws down a dunk on the give and go. Nice slip that time by Clark, and UMass now back up by 7. The Minutemen have made their last 5 shots. 71-64, 10:30 to play. Driving, kicking, great look for 3. Basong nailed it. Thomas Basong buries a triple, his 6th of the year.
Yeah, Cam Miles initiated that by attacking the rim, got the help defense, and a wide open Basong from the corner.
First 3 of the half by either team have been a combined 0 of 7. The up fake, Hankin Sanford spinning, twisting, missed it, put back up and in. Muhammad fell down. I think he got his foot stepped on the drive, fell down, couldn't get back up. Now McCray the other way, over to Miles. Miles off a screen. 73-67 UMass, 9:50 to go. Miles, high arcer off the window, no good. And the rebound tracked down by Clark of UMass. Down by 6 with 9:40 to play in Sunrise. Fans filing in. Game 2 after us is Florida and George Washington. Carbucci, a high ball screen from Clark. He'll drive down the lane, whips it in the corner to Brown. A long 3, nailed it. Donovan Brown has only shot 5 threes all year, just made his 3rd. Basong attacking. Basong bounces back out to Miles. UMass, 7 of their last 8 they've made. Lead by 9 now, 76-67. Into Muhammad. Nice pass to a cutting Basong. Reverse layup up and in. Good ball movement by the Noles.
Got to get some stops, though, Jeff. Stops, and you got to limit UMass to 1 shot here. You got 9 minutes, just about. Still plenty of time.
Zone defense here. We go to 3. Banks driving the zone. Floater on the way. Missed the floater, no good. Tap try, no good. Ball pinballing around under the hoop. Tapped out to Miles. Great hustle by McGee. Scoops it down the floor to McCray. McCray all the way to the rack. Lays it up and in. Nice job that time, getting the ball down the floor. McCray now has 15.
All right, so that's what I was thinking might happen, right, in this game. We might go to zone on defense to limit the dribble penetration from UMass. We've gone to it there, led to a stop and a bucket.
Banks swings to the corner to Brown. That's another 3 by Brown. Missed it, no good. Tapped out to Basong. 76-71. Basong trying to find a guard. Finds it now to McCray. McCray one-on-one. Backing in on Banks. Left baseline. Backing in. Spins to the left hand. Throws it up. No, but fouled by Banks, who just picked up his 4th with 8:09 to play. This game has had ebbs and flows, hasn't it, Ari? A lot of back and forth today.
I think naturally, too, with the way Florida State plays, there are going to be big runs by both teams. You're just kind of hoping in a game of runs you hit the bigger, haymaker. If it's a boxing match, it's about the time. In the first half, about 8 minutes left, Florida State hit its run. I would love to see another 28-11 run there to close a half, because that would mean a victory here today.
McCray has 17 at the line for the second time today. First one, got it. Steen, Wiggins, Somerville all in. Miles, Muhammad, McGee will sit down. AJ will enter for Basson. Somerville has 4 fouls, by the way. Keep an eye on that. McCray's been the guy again today. 18 points, 8 assists. 6.8 assists per game, tied for 6th best in college basketball. Second one, got it. Now he will get a breather as Basson back in. McCray will get a rest here for a few minutes, and then I'm sure back in to finish the game.
He's been phenomenal, man. 19 points, Jeff, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. Offensively, he has really been the straw that stirs the drink.
We approach 8 to play. 76-73 UMass. Zone defense, we're running and jumping out near the timeline. Free throw line, Hankins, Stanford, my goodness. An absolute dunk. Ripped it down. Wow.
Yeah, that's big time.
78-73. Swinton, bad pass, knocked away by Jingay. Turnover. The other way. Parker to Hankins, Sanford again. Back out Parker. Wide open look at a 3 and nailed it. Man. Mini 5-0 run. Timeout, Luke Laux. And the UMass faithful that have made it to South Florida on their feet in appreciation of their Minutemen. And a timeout on the floor. 7:37 to play. UMass leading Florida State 81-73. We are back after this timeout. It's 7:37 to play, 81-73. Minutemen will take a timeout. We're back after this break.
What's Here is a place that generations have trusted to help their kids grow up healthy and strong. What's Here are caregivers with knowledge and expertise rivaling any children's hospital in the world. What's Here is a level 1 pediatric trauma center for critical, life-saving care. What's Here is Wolfson Children's Hospital with the technology, research, and dedication to save and change countless young lives. Wolfson Children's, always here. Visit wolfsonchildrens.com.
Hey, Seminole fans, can't make it to the game? No worries. Head to the ultimate FSU watch party at American Social Bar and Kitchen. Get ready for an epic vibe, mouth-watering food, and unbeatable drink specials. Every game is on the big screens all season long. Whether you're in Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, or Orlando, it's the best place to cheer on the Noles outside of the Donald L. Tucker Center. American Social, the only spot for the official FSU watch parties. See you there. Check us out at AmericanSocialBar.com. Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and as a former police SWAT officer, I know what it takes to build a great team and to be a great operator. I've applied these principles in building the world's only total relocation company. From listing your house for sale to finding your dream home and everything in between, Good Greek can do it all. Good Greek also offers junk removal and auto shipping to complement our renowned moving and storage business. For your total relocation solutions, go to goodgreek.com.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
This is Florida State basketball on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
And we are live from our Renewal by Andersen courtside seats here in Sunrise. Our energy-efficient Acclaim Impact windows and doors withstand Florida's harshest weather. Contact Renewal by Andersen today or visit bestwindowsflorida.com. Go Noles, license number CGC 152-7613. Well, a game of runs today, there's no doubt about it. And defensively, not a lot of defense either way. Both teams are shooting it well. And UMass, one of the worries, if they got it going from three, and they have. 10 of 19 from three for 53% today. And couple that with 40 points in the paint for the Minutemen. And right now, UMass has an 8-point lead on Florida State, Aria, 81-73. What needs to flip here in this 7-minute stretch for Luke Laux' Noles?
I think it's going to come down to three things. You've got to limit the paint and not let UMass get second chances, and Betty will go to work. You've got to create more turnovers. UMass only has 9 turnovers, just 1 in this second half so far, and you've only hit 1 3 in the second half.
Yeah.
Those 3 things have got to change, I think. You've got plenty of time, right? 7.5 minutes. It's not an insurmountable lead, but it's got to happen now.
Somerville pacing across the timeline. Now back to McCray. McCray on the attack. Whips into the corner to Jones for a triple coming. No good. Rebound. Wiggins underneath. Nice job by Chauncey. Brings it back out. Robb on the drive. Robb in the paint. Back over to Somerville. A left wing 3-ball short. Wiggins another rebound and a loose ball foul called on Donovan Brown of UMass. How about Wiggins going to work on the glass right there?
That's 2 big offensive rebounds there. The Noles got 2 really good looks from beyond the arc. You need one of them to get knocked down by Jones and Somerville, both who are supposed to be good shooters.
And a timeout on the floor with 7:14 remaining. UMass an 81-73 advantage. We are back after this timeout.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
At ViStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring Florida State fans better banking. Open a ViStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. All for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of ViStar's local branches or visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles!
Are you ready for the ultimate game day experience? Look no further than Sunstop Stores. Sunstop dishes out the perfect game day assist with the best fresh-made Southern food from our Eats Deli. While you're here, grab snacks, beer, or fuel to keep you going. It's a slam dunk every time at Sunstop. Join our rewards program to rack up points with every purchase and use the points to save money on fuel. Add our Sunny Saver payment card and save even more on every fuel purchase. Sunstop Convenience Stores. We're from here. Go Noles!
You are listening to Florida State Basketball on the Seminole Sports Network. Presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
It's game day, and Geico is bringing the heat. From big plays to big savings, Geico helps you get more. More coverage, more support, and more reasons to cheer as loud as you can. Geico. 7:14 to go here in Sunrise. Amerant Bank Arena, the home of the Florida Panthers. Fans filing in throughout the afternoon. Got Noles, Gators, sprinkling of UMass and George Washington fans right now. Noles have to get it going here. 7:14 to play, down 81-73 to UMass. And the Minutemen, their first season in the MAC, picked 5th of 13 teams in the MAC preseason poll. 10 total newcomers on the roster this season, and 5 from D2 or JUCO. They got Lee Cassell trying to untangle some guys on this out-of-bounds play underneath the hoop to our right. Everybody kind of milling around in the painted area. That purple paint, that color, orange and purple, the Orange Bowl Basketball Classic logo. Purple paint, purple baselines and sidelines. As we look at it here, Amerant Bank Arena. All right, Noles, baseline right of the hoop. McCray over the top to Steen, right wing. Handoff now to McCray. McCray with it on the drive, along the baseline, driving, kicking. Wiggins back out, Somerville. Now to Jones. UMass in a 2-3 zone now out of the timeout. 8 to shoot. Jones on the baseline, thought about the shot, passed it up, out of control, threw it away. Turnover. Parker down the floor. Parker flips it. Bettiol in traffic. Tough shot, no good. Steen challenging. Out of bounds off of Bettiol. Aria, great defense by Alex Steen right there.
That's as good as you can hope to do, right, against Bettiol. If you're Steen, get a body on him, make it a tough contest, and then boxed him out for a potential second chance.
It's a big 4-minute stretch right here. Down by 8, 6:45 to go. Zone defense by Frank Martin. And by the Minutemen. To a cutting Jones along the baseline. Couldn't finish. Bodied up. Foul. Great find by McCray. Leger will shoot 2.
And that's one way I think, Jeff, we can get back into this game efficiently, right, is if the clock stops and you have opportunities for free throws. That's a good way, a good combination of having free opportunities literally in the term free throw with the clock stopped.
Yeah.
To try and trim a deficit.
Fouls on Bettiol. Team foul number 7, so both teams are in the bonus, shooting free throws the rest of the afternoon. Bettiol now has 3. Keep an eye on that. Parker with 3. Banks on the bench has 4. Jones will shoot 2. Missed it. No good. The Noles are 14-17 from the line today. Banks, leading scorer for UMass, hit 4 threes early. It's only got 4 points since then. And Leger Jones makes the second one. He's got 7. The lead is 7. Full court pressure. 81-74 into Bettiol. Now back over to Parker. Across the timeline, Bettiol. Down in the corner to Brown. He dribbles out. Now swings it back to Parker. Center circle. Florida State 2-3 zone. Down 7, 81-74, 6:20 to go. Parker directing traffic. Jingay inside. Bettiol lays it up and in. He sealed off Steen. Wow. Bettiol with 18. Cross court. Wiggins a wide open 3 coming. He missed it. No good. Steen fighting for the rebound. He's fouled. And Aria, that's as great of a look as you're going to get off of a make in transition.
Yeah, you're 7 of 25 from beyond the arc. You're 28%. It's a team that just relies a lot on the three-point shot. You just can't continuously hit 31% and less. And I think this is, 5 straight games under 33%. That's not going to get it done, especially when that is holistically how your team was built, was to be able to hit some shots from beyond the arc at a high clip.
Fouls on Bettiol, by the way. That's his 4th, so he has to come out.
That's big.
And Steen makes the first one, earns the bonus.
Yeah, this has got to be the shot right here for us to make this run before the under 4 media timeout, those next 2 minutes.
And Swinton will check in for Steen if he makes this second one. Frank Martin and Leonardo Bettiol having a shouting match on the far sideline over there. Passionate people. Steen makes them both. Swinton in, Steen out, 83-76, 6:05 to play. Now full court pressure again. Oh, nearly a travel by Jingay and a pass. Clark across the timeline to Parker. Parker driving. He flips it off to Hankin Sanford for an easy dunk in transition. Wow.
Yeah, A.J. Swinton fell down. That was A.J.'s man, and he just completely fell down and left it wide open.
Wiggins, nice pass to a cutting Jones. Reverse layup, couldn't finish. Rebound to Clark. 5:35 to go. We're down by 9, 85-76. Jingay with it. Inside out dribble. Wiggins right there. Now back out to Parker. Noles need some stops. Time not on our side. Down by 9. 5:25 to play. Parker crossing. Parker behind the back on the bounce. Parker with it. 7 to shoot, 6. Parker driving on Somerville. Picks it up along the baseline. 4, 3. Clark puts his head down. Blocked by Jones. Get that out of here. And we're going to have a shot clock violation. Clark and Jones get tangled up. Clark hits the deck after the shot clock expired. A little bit of energy and animation, and now Lee Cassell wants to look at it. As Clark and Jones got tangled up, and Jones did come down on top of Clark's head, behind his head, and made contact. So we're taking a look exactly what we think. After the whistle, so essentially dead ball, did Leger Jones do anything with that late contact near the head and neck area of Dimitri Clerk. And that's what they're looking at.
This could be a back-breaking sequence, right? You're down 9, 5 minutes and 9 seconds. If this is shots and the ball back for UMass.
Well, especially off of a defensive shot clock violation, a great defensive possession. It is our Sunstop second look. It only takes to find everything you need under the sun at Sunstop. Only takes one look. Food, fuel, and smiling faces at their 80 locations in Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Sunstop, a proud sponsor of Florida State Athletics. 5:09 to play, 85-76 UMass with the lead. In the second half, Florida State cold. 10 of 24 from the field, 42%, just 1 of 7 from 3. While UMass is 18 of 30 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3. So that means from 2 in the second half, the Minutemen are 16 of 23 from the field in this half, Aria, inside the 3-point line.
And they've done a nice job of attacking Florida State in the interior. Found ways to get by Florida State's defenders, right, initial defenders, and they've been creating collapses. And the Noles just haven't rotated either on help side a couple of different times. Betty all got going. And even in the zone, I thought they've done a nice job. Once they break that initial pressure and trap of being able to win the advantage with the numbers and get to the rack. Just haven't had any answers, you know, especially offensively. You got 29 points in this second half, and you've hit just 1 3 like you mentioned.
Yeah, UMass scored 43 in the first 20. They're already at 42 in just under 15 minutes. It's going to go against the Noles, Aria. It's going to be a dead ball technical foul on LeJay Jones for the extracurricular contact to the head and neck area of Dimitri Clerk. And so after a shot clock violation, Jones and Clerk get tangled up. And unfortunately, Jones comes down on the head, back of the head of Clerk. That's going to be his 4th, by the way. And so he and Somerville each have 4. Free throw good by Parker. So 2 free throws in the ball for UMass. And Parker with 18 points. Nearing a season high at 22. Makes them both. 19 for Parker. And now the lead is at 11. 87-76 UMass with 5:09 to play. Largest lead of the day was 13 for the Minutemen with 8:17 to go. Bounce pass, Hankin Sanford in the paint. Now back over to Parker in the corner. Chingay backing down on Swinton. Chingay picks it up, back out Parker, a long 3, shorted it, no good. Rebound, battle for, Chingay grabbed it. Another shot clock. Brown on the attack, kicking in the corner, great look. Hankin Sanford 3 is good. And the largest lead of the day is 14 for UMass. Wow.
A 5-point possession right after you got to stop.
Big. 90-76, 4:35 to go. Bad pass, McCray. Turnover, ball bouncing around. Hankin Sanford corrals it. And a 7-0 run by UMass, and the Noles, just for whatever reason, don't have an answer here. 90-76. Parker. He'll launch a triple. That's good. And a timeout called by Frank Martin. A 10-0 run by UMass. And all of a sudden now the Minutemen are heating up from behind the 3-point line. Wow.
Yeah, it's a disappointing second half, right? I mean, you go into the break up 4, and I think you come back out, and UMass just played a lot harder. So
4:11 to play. Timeout on the floor. 93-76 UMass. We are back after this timeout.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
For decades, FSU basketball fans have counted on the Noles to work hard and carry on a proud tradition. Coach Luke Laux, thank you for carrying that legacy forward. With 3 generations in the air conditioning business, Barano Heating and Air Conditioning has brought the same dedication to every home we service. Whether on the court or in your home, being part of a proud tradition means something. No matter the season, we'll always be there for you. Schedule your appointment at baranoac.com or call 850-580-4029. Florida license number CAC 1816186.
Behind the scenes of Seminole Athletics, there is a community of supporters who pledge their personal resources to provide all teams with the greatest opportunity for success. That community is Seminole Boosters. Seminole Boosters is the largest source of funding for Florida State athletics and serves as the difference maker for our athletic program. You can join the team behind the team for only $5 per month. Learn more or join today at SeminoleBoosters.com. That's SeminoleBoosters.com.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Jack Cavavit here. Quick score update. Number 16, Texas Tech now trails number 17, Arkansas, 85-82, under 2.5 to play in the second half, and a close one at Happy Valley. The Spartans have clawed all the way back. They now lead 75-72, under 10 seconds. Penn State with a chance to try and tie it in the end.
Thank you, Jack. Tough to win on the road. No doubt about that. Before we continue on, let us pause. 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Seminole Basketball from Legends Global. Jeff Culhane, Aria Masudi, courtside. A renewal by Anderson, courtside seats here in Sunrise. Final 4 minutes. We got to go to work. Down 93-76. Got to go quickly. 2-3 zone by UMass. McCray works the screen. Somerville in the corner to Jones. They double team in the corner. Dribbles out and bumped into by Chingay along the sideline. His 4th personal foul. And we'll shoot the 1-and-1. Team number 9. Carbuccia back in. Chingay coming out for Frank Martin. UMass has won 4 in a row, looking to make it 5. First time they've won 4 in a row in 2 years. They've only had 1 NCAA tournament appearance since 1998. Free throw good by Jones. They had 7 straight during their glory years under John Calipari and Bruiser Flint from 91 to 98. Made that Final 4 in 1996. Second one, no good by Jones. Hankins Sanford, the rebound. He has a double-double, 23 points and 10 rebounds today for Daniel Hankins Sanford. Nearing a career high. Carbuccia near the timeline in a double team to Hankins Sanford. Back out Parker, and now UMass wants to run clock. Carbuccia, Hankins Sanford, he'll drive, kicking out. Brown on the attack, pull-up jumper, air ball no good. Rebound tracked down by Kobe McGee. Final 3.5, down by 17. McGee's got a great look at the top of the key 3, buried it, good. And now full court pressure. McGee's 3rd 3 of the afternoon. He has 9 points. Trying to take the ball away. Down the floor, tosses the ball. Hankins Sanford to Brown in front of Frank Martin, far sideline. Double teaming near the timeline. Brown, Hankins Sanford floats it up. Missed the bunny, no good. Clerk, shot block, got it back, laid it up and in. Demetri Clerk with 7 points off the bench, nearing a season high. 95-80 UMass, 2:55 to go. McCray's pass in the paint is tapped away, a turnover. Parker brings it across, and he will wisely slow it up and run clock here. In a double team, over to Hankins Sanford. Hankins Sanford driving the baseline, stepping through, throws it up, throws it in, and one, and that might be the exclamation point on the Noles. And a new career high for Daniel Hankins Sanford with 25. Daniel Hankins Sanford, the senior out of Charlotte, started his career at South Carolina, third year in the program, having a career day. 25 points, make it 26, 10 rebounds, a career high 4 assists. 98-80 UMass, 2:35 to go. Into Muhammad, he's blocked at the rim, he falls down. No call, a whistle, and a timeout called by Luke Laux as Muhammad went to surrender Cobra on the court there with no help, trying to keep the ball and keep possession.
Yeah. Just out of words, Jeff. I mean, second half has been tough. He outscored 55-33. He just didn't do him much well there in the second half. He didn't shoot it well. He didn't protect the basketball. He didn't defend. He didn't rebound.
Yeah.
And I'd like to say you played hard, but I'm not even sure. Not even sure you out-hustled UMass with the way that they crashed the glass, and you could see the second efforts from a lot of their guys. Just disappointing. Just kind of a stunned second half here,
yep.
Right? It's one thing, Georgia, Texas A&M, Houston. It's a different thing when you're playing UMass. All due respect to Frank Martin's team. It's just
not one we were expecting to lose today.
Not like this, especially.
No.
Hard pill to swallow.
Florida State, double-digit favorites coming in, down by 18 with 2:29 to go, 98-80. Somerville a long three, too strong, no good. Out of bounds off of Parker. Will stay with Florida State. 2:25 to play, 16 to shoot. 98-80. Hankins Sanford with a career-high 26. KJ Parker tying a career-high 22. In the corner, McGee, a three ball. Got it to go. His fourth of the day, 98-83. Knowles pressing, and Clerk stepped across the end line. So we got a turnover there. So Clerk turns it over. McCray into McGee, catch and release three again. That rolls off, no good. McCray battles for the rebound out to Muhammad. McGee another three, air ball off to the left. Somerville offensive rebound. McGee another three, right wing triple, that's no good. Rebound, battle for McCray, grabbed it, but they're going to call a loose ball foul on McCray. That's on McCray, that's his third. We'll walk the other way. And now UMass is in the double bonus. Stay tuned for our Sunstop postgame show. Food, fuel, and more. Find everything you need under the sun at Sunstop, a proud sponsor of Florida State Athletics. Dimitri Clerk, 6'10", 255-pound junior out of Switzerland, Pensacola State College. His last two seasons, 7 points, 5 rebounds. Free throw, he makes it. He's got 8. His season high is 9 versus Oregon State at the Paradise Jam in the U.S. Virgin Islands a few weeks ago. Second one. Missed it badly, no good off to the right. Rebound McCray, 99-83. Somerville will launch a three ball, got it, and the foul. Fouls on Parker, stepping into him, a chance at a 4-point play for Somerville now with 11. Fourth foul on Parker, so Martin to the line, chance at a 4-point play. All threes brought to you by Scott & Wallace, the official injury lawyers of Florida State Athletics. Scott & Wallace with offices in Tallahassee. Shingay and Betty all in. Clerk and Carbuccia sit down. Swinton getting set to check back in. 2 minutes left, 99-86. Look, hang on, folks. The way this team gets them up, you never know. The song in, Muhammad will get a breather. 2 minutes to play, 99-86. UMass. Turnover here and there. Hold on. Somerville up the line. Chance at a 4-point play. Got it.
All right.
He's got 12. Full court pressure. 99-87. UMass with the lead. Full court pressure. Jingay looking. Baseball pass down the floor looking for Brown. He threw it too far. Turnover. He threw it all the way to the other end. Now do we get it down here? Did he touch it before it went out of bounds? And our officials are saying yes. He got a hand on it. And it will take it on the other end of the floor, because if he wouldn't have touched it, we would have got it under our hoop. So 1 second comes off, 1:59 to go.
So you're saying,
hey,
there's a chance.
Lloyd Christmas. It is the holiday season.
I'd love a gift. Come on now.
99-87. Here's Somerville. 2-3 zone by the Minutemen. Jones in the left corner. Jones stepping through. Jones along the baseline. Whipped it out, knocked away. McGee runs it down, back to Jones. Catcher release, three ball, no good. McCray skies for the rebound. McCray back out to Somerville. He stepped on the sideline, out of bounds. Usually see that once a day. Back to UMass with 1:38 to play. Basong and Swinton in for Florida State. Banks back in, and Brown will sit down for Frank Martin. 1:38 to go. Down 99-87. Hankins Sanford will inbound in front of the Florida State bench, far sideline. Into Banks. They double team him. Banks in trouble. Tries to throw it off of Swinton. He does. Luke Locke's looking at Lee Cassell saying, hey, maybe a travel over here. And UMass with the ball near the timeline. In front of the scorer's table. 1:33 to play. Hankins Sanford now in. Jingay, bounce pass, tapped away by Swinton to steal. Here's McCray, floater, good! 99-89. Full court pressure again, clock rolling, 1:22 and counting. And a loose ball foul, or rather a foul away from the ball in the inbound called on Basong. Holding on to Parker with 1:20 to play.
And that's not the guy you want to foul. If you're going to foul, KJ Parker coming into today, 16 of 17, 94%.
I love the good broadcaster's jinx you just threw out right there, my friend.
I'm trying to help us any way I can,
yeah.
man.
Fouls on Basong, his third. Double bonus time for both teams. 99-89, 1:20 to go. Two shots for KJ Parker, tied a career high with 22 points. Free throw, good. Largest lead of 18. Jones in, Basong out. UMass hits the century mark. 100-89 is the score. I'm just saying. Hold the phones. Rattles it home. 101-89, new career high for Parker. We roll it into McCray. Got to go quickly. McCray swings it over Somerville, a left wing three. Good! Somerville a three. 101-92, 1:12 to go. Full court pressure. Hankins Sanford inbounds now to Parker. They double team him. Tapped away by McCray, knocked out, but far sideline, out of bounds. 1:03 to play. UMass hits the century mark for the first time this season. 101-92, 1:03 to go. Down by as many as 18. It was 98-80 with 2:39 to play. Basong in, Jones out. Daniel Hankins Sanford says, I see a wet spot. Come on out with the mops. A young man wearing the Orange Bowl t-shirt comes out. Those guys are working hard too on a Saturday.
Now he is one, Hankins Sanford, that you can foul, right? 55% on the year. Yeah, he's hit all three today that he's taken. Bettiol, another option that wouldn't be awful if you're in a position to foul.
Coming in, they're not a great free throw shooting team, just 64%, 335th to 361. Hankins Sanford looking to inbound, out of Parker. Parker trying to dribble it across, he does, 1 minute to play. Parker had it knocked away, it's out of bounds, far side, but it's off. They're gonna say of Florida State, I think we'll take a look at it. Yep. And I think Luke Laux used a timeout here to challenge the call. Yep. So Luke Laux has a timeout remaining to challenge this call. Inbounds, out of bounds no longer is something the officials can go to the monitor and look at. Remember how that would just slow down a game in the final 2 minutes. Every time the ball went out of bounds on a close play, we had to go look at it. That's been changed, and you have to challenge it. You have to have a timeout to challenge it. Luke Laux does, and we're going to the monitor for a Sunstop second look. Hey, I'm just saying, if we get this ball back here and we hit a three, it's a two-possession game.
We're looking up at it right now at the video board. Was there a touch there from McCray?
Looking at it, if anything, Rob got the arm, and, well, he might have got the ball. The question is, did Parker touch it after he lost possession with the ball going out of bounds on the far sideline? Call on the floor is UMass ball. And, of course, we are in our Sunstop second look. Be sure to visit one of their 80 stores in North and Central Florida, South Alabama, and South Georgia. Join Sunstop Rewards today. Shop more, save more. Sunstop, a proud sponsor of Florida State Athletics. Lee Cassell, Sean Hull, Isaac Barnett, our officiating crew taking a peek at it. It's a Florida State challenge. If we do not get it, we lose our timeout, which would mean we have no timeouts remaining. And we will lose our challenge as well. If we do win this, we keep the timeout and we get one more challenge. Right now, 57.9 to play, 21 to shoot, 101-92 UMass. Both teams are in the double bonus, and the arrow points at Florida State. Noles in their Nike N7 turquoise uniforms today, honoring Seminole heritage here in South Florida. It's Florida State ball, Aria.
All right, successful on the appeal.
So we get the timeout back. We have one timeout remaining, and we do get the challenge back. Down by 9, 57.9 to go. You make a 3 here, it's a 2-possession game.
And I was going to say, Jeff, if you can get a quick 2 and take no time off the clock or little time, you take that, but you definitely take a 3 as well.
Somerville, catch and release 3, way off to the right, no good. Back out to Martin, top of the key, 3 coming. That rattles off, no good. Rebound run down by Parker. His outlet pass to Banks. He probably got to start fouling now. Back to Parker. Parker weaving his way through traffic across the timeline. Over to Bettiel. Foul him. You want to foul him. Back out to Banks. And a timeout called by Frank Martin. Oh, my. That was the opportunity there.
Yep.
Has 20-plus seconds off the clock. 2 great looks for Somerville. He had Bettiel with it. We should have fouled him. With 35.8 to play, and UMass has the ball, and now it's going to be, that was the big sequence there, Aria, where we needed something to go down.
Especially after the long rebound back to Somerville. That's a dream, right? As a shooter, your momentum's carrying you towards the rim, top of the key. It's a high percentage look. And Somerville was your leading three-point shooter coming into today, right? Over 44%. And he's been okay, right? 3 of 8, pretty good average there in this game, but that's a key moment. You'd have liked it to be knocked down and really put the pressure on UMass.
Somerville now with 24 threes on the season. Kobe McGee's hit 4 today. He's got 23 threes. Haven't gotten a whole lot from Chauncey Wiggins today for whatever reason. Just 3 points in 17 minutes. Not much there from him. Robert McCray's been fantastic again. 21 points and 11 assists. Wow. Amazing. AJ sitting with 12 points off the bench in 17 minutes. Tough day again for LeJay Jones. 8 points on 9 shots and 0 of 5 from 3.
And I was looking up LeJay Jones last year at St. Bonaventure, right? Played UMass twice and averaged nearly 14 a game in those 2 contests. Just couldn't recreate the success here this afternoon.
Martin Somerville also played the Minutemen when he was at UMass Lowell. Had an excellent game. Bettiel will inbound, 28-foot line, far sideline, next to his head coach. Bounces it into Banks. Banks bounce pass, knocked away. Ball loose, scrum on the floor, jump ball. Arrow points at Florida State with 31.1 to go. So out of the timeout, Frank Martin just puts his water bottle on the sideline and rubs his bald head and says, what do I need to do?
Yeah, he wanted a foul as Bettiel hit the deck.
Well, 31.1 to go. Now you're getting into an area where you have to make every shot and have things go your way. Bouncing the ball into McCray, picks it up at the opposing three-point line, racing the other way. Hands off to Jones. Jones down to McGee. Here's a 30-foot 3, top of the key, no good. Swinton the rebound to McCray. Back to Somerville, a long 3. That's off, no good. McGee the rebound, dribbling out. In the corner, Jones a long 3. That's good. 13.5 to play, down by 6. Timeout, Luke Laux. Again, maybe too much time off the clock, but the lead's been cut to 6 with 13.5 to play.
Yeah, Somerville, you'd have liked that one to go down, right? In that sequence. save you about 8 seconds, 9 seconds on the clock, but Jones knocks it down from that right corner. I mean, you're still within striking distance, 13 and a half. You do need a turnover immediately if you're Florida State.
101-95, 13.5 seconds to play. UMass by 6. Now here's the other item to note. That was our last timeout, which means we can't challenge. We do have one challenge remaining. Unfortunately, we can't use it now. We don't have a timeout. So we can't utilize that challenge. UMass has 2 timeouts remaining. Both teams are in the double bonus. The arrow points at the Minutemen. Down by 6. You want to foul Betty-All. You want to foul Hank and Sanford. You don't want to foul Parker or Banks. Either of those two. For Florida State, Jones, McGee, Swinton, McCray, and Basong in the game. UMass, Parker, Banks, Carbuccia, Betty-All, and Hank and Sanford. You could even foul Carbuccia. He's 3 of 12, the point guard from the line. Not good.
No
Coming
doubt.
in 0 of 1 today.
Yeah, I think, Jeff, if you can get them into a coffin corner, as they call it, and a quick trap, that might be the key here. UMass has 2 timeouts, though, left to be able to save themselves.
Carbuccia will inbound, full court pressure. The Sun guarding the inbounder. Carbuccia looking, inbounds quickly. Banks bobbled it, but they call a foul on a reach as the ball was out of his grasp, but they're going to say a push on the Noles and will walk the other way and shoot 2. Fouls on McCray, his 4th, and so it's Banks at the line. Shooting the double bonus here, Marcus Banks Jr., the 6'3 grad student from Hampton, Virginia, their leading scorer at 18.4 points per game. He's got 16. 12 of those it felt like were the first 5 minutes of the game on 4 threes. Free throw. Got it. Makes it a 3-possession game now. Miles and Somerville in. Basong and Swinton out with 12.6 to play. It's 102-95. Sunstop post-game show next. We'll talk with the head coach of the Noles, Luke Laux. Banks makes them both. He has 18. Brown in. Carbuccia out. 112.6. Now down by 8. 103-95. McGee will bounce the ball into McCray, and McCray picks it up. Racing across the timeline. Rises for a long 3. No good. Long rebound run down by McGee. Back out McCray. Final 4 seconds. McCray, a top 3 ball, shorted it, no good. Rebound, Betty-All. And UMass will come to Sunrise and surprise the Seminoles. And pick up their 5th win in a row, beating Florida State at Amerant Bank Arena this afternoon by the final score of 103-95. Our Sunstop postgame show is up next. We're back after this timeout.